camera. This is the thing.
So about 14 inches is where we shall begin tonight. No context provided. This is the chaos that I walk into every time I leave the beautiful Chaos Chorus tunnel and return to this game. But you are now here with us. Welcome to the Fever Dream. Welcome to Secrets of Pendragon, our Call of Cthulhu Dark Ages campaign, where we terrorize the poor GM, Tom. Hi, friend. How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm not too bad. I'm much better than I was last week. I'm still feeling very slightly a little bit of it, but a lot better than I was. Excited to just play. I mean, I had a week last week of not playing any tabletop, so I was like, what the hell? I didn't get anything here. I wasn't on After the Fire, so I didn't get anything there. Although I did watch some juicy tabletop, so that was pretty cool. That was pretty good. But yeah, I'm excited to get my fill of tabletop here and now, and hopefully everyone will enjoy what I have in store. Hopefully.
Speaking of getting our fill, I am always fulfilled by the wonderful Wild Engineer joining us again this week. Hello, friend.
Yes, hello. How y'all doing? I'm Wild Engineer, he, they pronouns. It's been way too long. I'm playing Victor, the lovable, friendly merchant who does nothing but play, nothing but offer good deals and help everyone out. So,
Wild, you're still a tiny bit quiet, but it's great to have you with us. Dropping down to someone who is never quiet, and I adore that about them. Look at everyone's faces as they wonder who I'm hopping to. Who could it be? Let's go and say hi to Laugh Love Lindy.
I knew it was gonna be me. I just knew. I've never been called a quiet person in my life. Hi, I'm Lindy, and I will be playing Aethelfrith, the Bakester, who may or may not be making wedding plans for, a special lady night in her life.
I am so here for this ship, and so are the Chaos Chorus. I adore all of the comments about sweet, sweet buns over on YouTube. And of course, live in chat. Speaking of sweet buns, Sasana, show us some guns.
Hi, everybody.
There we go.
I'm so hyped to be back. I have missed this crew. Can't wait to laugh so hard. I am in actual physical pain and will be for some days afterwards. But as Charlie said, I play the lovely, buff, strong Sasana, who's got a proposal that she wants to do today. So we'll see if she can, or if it all goes disastrously wrong. Who knows?
Speaking of disastrous proposals, poor Lady Alice, but welcome back to the wonderful Amelia Tyrella.
Hello, I am Amelia Tyrella. That's my name now.
I'm glad you caught
Anemia
that.
Tiger came out once. I prefer that personally. Yeah, it's really great to be back, and I look forward to playing Lady Alice every single time. There's something very freeing about playing somebody who's completely stupid and just reacts. I don't think her romance is going quite as well as Sasana's and Aethelfrith's. I think let's back that other horse right now, but let's see how it goes. Apparently, last week I accidentally ordered an orgy with a large number of paid guards, so let's see where that goes.
My brain just did that expansive meme thing where it's like, how can I segue from an orgy to Kate? Let's just go and say hi to Kate Madison.
Speaking of orgy, Kate.
Speaking of paying for it.
I won't talk about that.
Oh.
Hi everyone. Yeah, you can't follow that. Right, okay. Hi everyone, I'm Kate. Kate Madison here on Twitch or Actors and Work on various socials. I'm playing Astrid again today. I'm so pleased to be back. It's really cool. This is just too much fun and we keep missing it, but yeah, you get to enjoy it. It makes the wait the wait makes the anticipation better. So that's what we're going with. And yeah, I'm just looking. I don't know. I think we ended last session where I thought I was literally just gonna be like, okay, I fight them, because my brain was doing D&D, and in Call of Cthulhu it's not a good idea. So I'm not really sure what Astrid's going to do at this point, and it could end real badly. So we'll find out in just a matter of moments.
I figured out the segue. It's speaking of paying for love, the money's in your PayPal, Kate Madison. There we go. That's what it should have been. But things we love.
I have
and
money in my PayPal.
Things we love. Sponsors here on the channel. Shout out to Helmgast with Cult Divinity Lost. Check that out tonight on YouTube when I upload all of that bonus, wonderful one-shotness. And tomorrow, 6 to 9, when we dive back into I Am Pilgrim. Things are going to get even worse, if you can believe it. There is no depth to which you cannot sink when your divinity is ripped from you and you wander through the various planes of hell. And you're just a shitty person to start with. Things that are not shitty to start with are all of Modiphius's wonderful RPGs. They've got everything from Tales from sorry everyone, Tales from the Loop to Dishonored to June RPG, which is coming up, and of course on Thursdays you can catch Star Trek Adventures. We have the Klingon core book in action, and you actually only need this book. You don't need to worry about paying for other books if you want to dive into space and get your kapla on. Today is a good day to roll dice, however, and I think it's about time I hand over to Tom and stop speaking.
Thank you, Charlie. Okay, so I believe we're on episode 4, I think. Pretty sure we're 4. Yes. So we'll start with episode 4 with a little audiobook time. So get comfy. 2 men stalked carefully through the deserted dormitory, then into the communal dining room. The sound of hard leather from their boots bouncing off the walls with each step. Both with their hands grasped on the hilt of their blades, their eyes darting from side to side, expecting an attack, expecting anything. One set of cool blue, full of youth and vigor, the other dark brown, aged and experienced. They reached the thick wooden door slightly ajar. A simple push revealed the carnage inside. Blood stained the walls and floor, limbs scattered like dead leaves of autumn. Both sets of eyes widened. One of the men removed the piece of cloth from around his face, revealing a pale, smooth face of a youthful man, handsome in a plain sort of way. Skin holding no blemishes, not even hair from a beard. "God save us," the youth mumbled. The other stood transfixed on the sight before him. He too removed the cloth covering his face. Instead of youth, experience, square jaw, littered with stubble of harsh greying hairs. Multiple small scars scattered randomly across his face, one placed perhaps slightly too close to one eye. "We should..." The youthful man walked forward as if to enter, and was stopped by the arm of the other. "No, Tristan." Tristan stepped back, obeying without question. "As you say, Sir Gawain." Taking one step in, Gawain paused, waiting for something to happen. His eyes caught the bloody message of Chillstone and felt something warm dribble from his nose. Removing his leather glove, he gently tapped his top lip, coating his finger in a dark crimson. Stepping back inside the dining room, he quickly turned and started to head back outside. Tristan followed quickly. "What does it mean?" the youthful man asked. "The chaplains will cleanse this site," Gawain replies. "We have to continue tracking our targets." They both climbed onto their large horses, clearly disturbed by the silence of the convent. "Do you think they did this?" Tristan asked while adjusting his position in his saddle. "We will find answers in Chillstone." Okay, back in Chillstone. Lady Alice, you are being escorted with a number of guards by Captain Forwin. You have told him that you will point out the members of your party. After the conversation you had at the talking about the convent and what you saw and what experienced, he seemed rather insistent on finding your companions. You start walking through the streets until you start heading to the opening again, with a market. Very busy as usual, very busy. But the sun is still up, so many people are all around. Thorn and Astrid, you both have the hand of a guard on you, escorting you down the long, high stairs that are going up to the master's house. You were caught trying to sneak in by Hervey, who is the helper of the master. He is walking behind you, not really saying anything. Susanna, Aethelfrith, and Victor, you are all in the market. I seem to be pointing towards this kind of parade of guards coming down the street. They pause at the bottom of the stairs where the captain notices guards bringing down with Hervey, and they wait. Hervey comes down and moves one side with the captain, and they talk for a while. After a small exchange, Hervey nods and starts making his way back up the steps. The captain approaches Astrid and Susanna, Thorn, and looks you both up and down and says, "What were you doing trying to get into the master's house?"
Is he all right? I mean, no one's seen him for a week, and we're only trusting this one guy. How do we know this guy hasn't killed him and is pretending that he's all right? And there's also a fire, I think, down the market, so maybe you should think about that as well. But we were fixing a window as well.
Chimney sweeps by profession. So you see, we've got a lot of concerns about fire and people being shut in. Just concerned, really. There's a whole feast going on. Advent. It's very important that the master's seen and is well. Would be a bad omen to be sick over Advent. And even worse still, to be burned alive in your home.
He just stares at both of you. His eyes, his kind of piercing grey eyes, just look at both. Steps back, nods, and the guards push you in a direction and start to move you down a street. He turns to Lady Alice and he says, "Point out the people that you came with."
Sorry, who's he said that to?
Lady Alice.
Okay.
She's sort of just looking around. Is this a trick question? And just points at him.
No. He pauses for a minute. Allow me to rephrase that. Show me the people you arrived in Chillstone with.
In Chillstone with? Oh, you mean, yes. Oh, all right then. No, ugly, short. Who can I see?
Well, it is a bit crowded, but roll me a... What we'll do, roll a spot hidden to see if you know exactly where everyone is. You clearly saw Astrid and Thorn, but they're slowly being pushed away. They're slowly being moved away. So you definitely have seen Astrid and Thorn. Currently with that roll, it's too busy for you to see. It's just so many faces, so many different, it's too much for you to see.
Oh, gosh. I could have sworn there were two of them around here earlier, but they seem to have vanished. Everybody's looking distinctly unfamiliar.
Do you know where you're staying?
Is this another trick question?
No. Are you staying in the tavern?
Well, I'm currently standing here, and then later I don't usually arrange these things myself.
He puts his hand up. Don't worry, I'll sort this. And he kind of stands up on the steps and turns to the market. And he shouts, "Will the accomplices of Lady Alice step forward, please?" And everyone hears that. Susanna, Victor, Aethelfrith, you all hear that. Even Thorn and Astrid, even though you're being kind of escorted further down the street away from it.
Oh, stop! We're being called.
One of the guys pauses, and what, you know her?
Of course.
You do?
I'm her squire. I'm sworn to serve Susanna, who is sworn to bear Lady Alice unto her new husband at that holy and divine place where their matrimony shall occur.
Right, okay.
And I know them.
Amen.
Right, well, we better head back then. Come on. And start turning around and head back to the square. Sorry, one sec. Oh, so start heading back to the square. Is there anyone else going to step forward? Victor, Susanna, Aethelfrith?
I think because Victor and I are shopping for wedding things, I turn and I'm like, what did they use the word accomplices? Did Lady Alice commit some sort of crime? Should we not
likely.
say anything?
I mean, we could slowly work our way towards their shopping for things and just figure out what's going on first. That tends to work well for me.
All right, I'll let you take the lead on this one. This is way out of my usual. Just never been called an accomplice before.
We just have to make it look like we're not purposely heading in that direction, because we're not.
Right. I'll just carry this up and then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you've got
Yeah.
a fucking oven going through the market, haven't you? You just... I was going to ask for you for a stealth, but I don't think there's any point.
I decided you can see me behind the oven. It's great.
Excuse me.
You're just seeing
excuse
the
me,
big
just-
oven. Yeah.
Just moving in the crowd. Susanna, are you going to do anything?
Susanna is going to hear the word accomplices, go, oh, fuck, what have they done now? And she's going to just be like, whoop, really convenient time to visit the outhouse, and just slip down a little side alley.
That's fine, absolutely. You don't need to roll a stealth because no one's specifically looking for you. You're just like ignoring it, just going, yeah, okay, it's time to go. Sorry, Victor, were you going to do anything?
Just on the way, look for a cart so that Aethelfrith doesn't have to carry a large oven. Because I feel like that would draw more than...
I mean, there are carts that would hold it. But
they're not
I mean,
ours.
you're most likely going to have to buy it. You have the cart that Aethelfrith, that their party started with. It's bigger. I mean, you know that Aethelfrith will know most probably. She can always just pop it in the cart. You're fairly certain it'll be safe
I've
there.
got to carry it over there.
You just got to carry it over there, yeah. But all the other carts around here are owned, or at least they're being sold. So you're going to have to buy or trade. But a cart is quite expensive.
It's not that heavy, Victor. It's fine.
No, for Aethelfrith, I mean, it's nothing. It's all right. She's really strong. This is like nothing for her. Somewhere Susana is flustered as that happens.
Well.
So, anything else, or are you just slowly moving towards just to see what happens?
No, just being as inconspicuous as walking an oven down the town can be.
Cool, awesome. So, it's not long. So he's standing there waiting for someone to come out, and no one's stepping forward, and he frowns, a bit annoyed, and he whispers to one of the guards nearby, and the guard nods and starts running towards the tavern. At that point, the two guards that are escorting Thorn and Astrid return. One of them comes up, whispers to the captain, and stares at the two and at Lady Alice. And he looks at Lady Alice and goes, "Are these two your friends?"
Oh, yes. Hello. Hello, new Jason.
You're right, Lady Alice. You haven't come to any harm or any untowardness.
I don't think so. You'd have to give me an example, really. This nice gentleman has escorted me here. We're looking
I'm
for
glad we
everybody, I think. Everybody? Everybody.
Yes.
Everybody. Do you see your fellow friends in the market anywhere?
Let me have a look. Thorn would like to find a way of getting even higher than we currently are for a good look. Is there like a convenient maypole, a flagpole, post,
I mean, you could
scaffolding?
climb on a stall. Alternatively, you can just climb the steps to get a higher look, because they do go up, and you could probably get a nice view if you go a bit higher than the captain. But there are stalls. And
yeah, because it's more fun. I am going to clamber up on the side of a stool.
All right.
Look out.
Okay, so roll me a climb, because there is a climb skill.
He just uses the stairs. That's dull.
Right?
Stool
Who wants to
shimmying.
just use the
That's what we
stairs?
want.
And...
Yeah! Okay, so you find a stall. Everyone's just staring there, and the guys there kind of just... The owner of it is kind of stepped away and is looking around like they're all mumbling. And while you do that, you just kind of quickly jump up, climb up, and have a look around and have a look. You can do spot hidden with advantage because you're having a look.
All right. Let's have a look then. Spot hidden. One. All right, so with advantage, can I take the 30 and I'll spend 5 points of luck to make it a success?
You can indeed. You absolutely can indeed. With that success, you totally see Aethelfrith with a huge oven in her hand, and you see Victor next to her. He's trying to be subtle and like weave his way through the crowd to kind of go forward. Aethelfrith's trying that, but it's just, I mean, at this point, because she's quite a wide, burly lady anyway. So she's just it's awkward bumping into people and
subtle weaving.
Yeah, she's apologizing so many times that she's bumping into everyone.
What happens? Thorn like cones her mouth and she goes, "Oi, Aethelfrith, you seen Susana?"
You hear that. You know exactly where it's come from.
Oh, no! I got
She's
another
left Lady Alice unattended.
I actually think that might have been me.
Well, we found her. The guards were very helpful, and I think it's about time we get to the church again.
All right, let me just set this oven down, and I'll be right there.
Okay, so as you're talking, the captain eyes the where that's going and sees who you're talking to. He'll turn to some guards and nods, and 2 guards start walking through. And they start walking through, and the crowd begins to pass side by side to the side to kind of let them through. And the 2 guards approach you. Would you mind coming with us, please, miss?
This is a little heavy. You mind if I'll set this down with the wagon real quick first?
Where is that?
Just, I imagine, because they're like right in front of the inn, aren't they?
Yeah, so it's like the
the
market square and the inn's there, and where the stables was, it was just a small way down to the front entrance, which isn't too far.
Just the stables, just right, like 20 feet that way.
Oh, sure. Do you want a hand? We could help.
Oh no, I've got it, really, it's fine. I wouldn't want an inconvenience here. I just would rather set it down before dealing with anything else, you know. Get it nice and safe. I kind of like pat it a little bit gently. Like,
of
like
course.
it's my baby.
And they stand around and they're going to follow you down, but they're not going to help you lift it or anything like that. They're basically just making
they might
sure
drop
you come
it.
back.
They don't look terribly strong, so.
No, they're not.
risk it.
They're not on your level. Not even close. No, not even.
I don't trust them. They might drop it and ruin my new oven. It's fine. So yeah, just go around, set it, give Mueller a little pat, and then be ready to go to see Miss Alice, Lady Alice.
The guards kind of just like offer for you to follow them. One in front, one behind, and they just start escorting you to where all the other guards are, where Lady Alice, Thorn, and Astrid are. Again, they don't seem aggressive or anything. It's more like just politely asking if you wouldn't mind coming this way. There's no aggression whatsoever. He looks at Aethelfrith and he kind of, is there any other friends of yours around here?
Well, not that I see. I don't know where Susanna is. I think she just assumes Victor is with her, even if he's slunk off somewhere.
Okay.
So.
Victor, you're going to have to do a stealth just to stay out of Aethelfrith's sight. Because if you see him, you're going to have to do a fast talk. Yeah, you're going to have to do a fast talk if you don't see him.
Let's stealth this.
Okay, I don't think you're going to see him there. Okay, so you don't know where he's gone. He was with you 1 minute. Maybe he's just gone to do some other shopping or whatever. He was with you, but
and I
not
don't
with you
think,
anymore.
even though he's traveled with us a bit, he's not like part of the core group. So she'd be like, I don't know what Susanna is.
Susanna?
Susanna? Yes.
That's another of your companions?
Yes.
Do you know where she might be?
No idea. I've never been in a city this big. So many places it could be.
Do any of you know where Susanna could be?
I could go and take a look. I'm usually pretty good at finding Susanna, if I'm honest. It's kind of part of my job to know where she is at all times. And you don't want me to get fired, so excuse me. Hops down. Starts. Okay.
You start walking off, and a guard kind of just grasps you on the shoulder, and he says, "No, not yet. Not until the captain says so." And the captain stares at you, and looks around, and he gives a nod, and the guard lets go. And as you start walking off, 2 guards are following you.
You say walking? I think this is more like a rabbit getting let out of a trap and she goes woof, as quick as she can the second that hand
They're
is
going to
gone.
try and keep up. They're going to try and keep up. I mean, if you start running, they might get suspicious. So they're going to run after you.
I'm alright with that. I'm suspicious of them.
All right. Okay, cool. So I need you to do I'll be a Dex, wouldn't it? I think it'd be a Dex. Yeah, Dex.
Alright. Fail. I'm going to use... Oh, I don't have one. Never mind.
Nope.
I don't have one. Everyone else got one.
Okay. You start running, at fast speed. And before you can really get too far, they grab hold of you. Whoa, 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 slow down. We go together.
Well, pick
And
up the pace then. You wouldn't survive in the wild. You got to be able to outrun a bear or a wolf or a really angry cow.
This is why we're not in the wild. It's why we're in a town. Come on. And
watch out for that car.
With you. What are you doing? You're trying to run away again?
No, I'm just walking quickly now. And it's one of those, like, a speed walking. Like, I'm walking as fast as I can before it looks like I start running. Just a jolly brisk walk. This is how we do it in the counties.
Sana, you've heard all of this. You have gone to one side and you've heard absolutely everything of this commotion. And you know, Thorn, you heard Thorn shout out in the market. You heard her shout out she can find Susanna. Everything like that. What would you like to do?
Sana's immediate thought process is, what in the fuck have they done now? And she's genuinely worried because Thorn does have an uncanny ability of finding her. And she wants to not be found right now so she can provide external support. So she's gonna, she's just gonna attempt to just get out of there before Thorn can find her. She's gonna be like,
so this...
hopping fences. We're doing like the hot fuzz shortcut.
Okay, so this is a stealth compared to Thorn's spot hidden. Thorn has an advantage because she has an uncanny knack of finding Susanna.
Fuck.
Thorn's senses tingling.
I'm conflicted. It was a fail, but it was extremely nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so you kind of think, oh shit, I gotta get out of here. And you start heading down a kind of like an alley, and you see a fence, and you start trying to climb over, and you your leg gets caught, and Thorn, you see Susanna, and you can see her kind of like awkwardly, she's struggling to get over this fence. You're not sure how or why, but she's struggling to get over this fence, and the guards are looking at you, and they look down the alley to see the person climbing over the fence, and they turn to you.
I guess she's been in the tavern. Normally she can hop a fence at 30 paces. She's the greatest knight in all the lands. Let me tell you a little about the legend of Susanna, if I might. Susanna,
in a minute.
To a mighty...
One of them starts walking off. Excuse me, Susanna.
Susanna sort of like awkwardly hops down off the fence. Straightens up. Can I help you, gentlemen?
If you wouldn't mind, to come with us, the captain would like a word with you. A word with all of you.
What about?
I don't know. The captain just told us to find friends of Lady Alice.
And Sana looks at Thorn, looks at the guards, looks back at Thorn. What did you do?
I did not do nothing. I turned up in just the nick of time and made sure there was no untowardness towards the great Lady Alice. I did indeed tell Jason and the other guards about her presence here in town, but it would seem people were not paying attention, although the captain is now paying very close attention. And apparently everyone thinks the captain is the boss.
She also tried to break into the master's house, but that's...
No, I did try and save unto the good gentleman that did dwell there, for his chimneys are full and fire does burn in the heart of this here town. And his window was broke. And no one's seen him for weeks.
Was it broke before you got there?
Susanna, I would not tell a lie to you.
She just...
But Astrid and I did try to fix it.
I see.
Oh, fast talk, Thorn. Fast talk. You are so full of shit.
Oh, fuck. I'm not telling a lie.
Oh no! You can tell. You know, Thorn. She is absolutely talking out of her ass.
We're
All
going
the
to talk
tells
about
are
this
there.
later. Owen, we're going to talk about this later.
Good, I have
All
a
right,
lot to tell you about it.
So, if
All
you
right.
wouldn't mind just following us back to the captain.
Mm-hmm. And she walks, but she's not aggressively resting her hand on a sword, but her left hand is rested on the pommel of her sword.
I know,
You know,
it's
like-
comfy doing that. It's comfy, yeah.
Susanna,
What's up, Thorn?
Captain's looking at Lady Alice mighty weird. I think he's going to try and interlope with her.
Not the word. That's. Oh, we need to add that word to the Tuesday lesson, because that's not what that means.
Tuesday's going to be a very busy day. Could we perhaps consider extending to Wednesdays?
We're gonna have to at this point, honestly. We're gonna have to. And it's gonna be a lifelong lesson, I think. I don't think we're gonna cover this in 2 days.
But if I'm in lessons all my life, when will I become a knight?
Well, part of being a knight is getting learned. Do you think I enjoyed all my Latin lessons?
Sounds awful, probably not.
Terrible. Come on. But keep an eye out. And do you remember that time we were in back in Wessex again? In the tavern,
Yes.
and you had to do the
Oh, in the tavern,
the
not the
back door?
hedge.
Not the hedge this time, but the other time. You know,
Yes.
when I paid the good lady a visit, and then we had to whoop real quick that night.
Yeah, you dropped out the window.
Yeah, we may have to employ a very similar tactic today. Just keep on your toes, yeah?
I've already tried the in, I'm ready for the out.
Alright.
Okay.
But I need to be back
Well,
in time for my meeting in the inn with Willem.
Yeah, you do. So you better keep your nose clean.
So, while this has been happening, Astrid, is there anything you would like to do? Currently, you've just been stood next to a guard. There are multiple guards. There's about 8 of them altogether around. The captain is kind of looking in the market. He's talking occasionally to a guard. Is there anything specifically you would like to do at this time, or would you like to just wait and see what unfolds?
I think just wait.
Just wait?
Aethelfrith doesn't know anything that's happening. I mean, they didn't have guards back in Parish. They seem really official. They're basically like, she's heard about guards. And so she doesn't want to make them angry because they seem pleasant right now. So I think just wait, twiddle her thumbs a bit.
Aethelfrith's waiting. Lady Alice?
I am sulking. I've sat
Cool.
myself on one of the if there's a table or we're outside, aren't we?
You're outside, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have sat myself on a little wall or something next to the captain, and I'm just kind of occasionally shooting him a look. And I've got a big pouty lower lip, and I look very sad. And occasionally I'll look across, and he's not noticing enough, so I stick it out a bit more.
Okay. Astrid, is there anything you would like to do?
I think she's just kind of taking it all in a little bit. Is trying to sort of figure out if she's meant, like, how this works. Like, she hasn't really been in this sort of situation. So, it's like, clearly this isn't a good situation from looking at everybody. But, like, Susanna definitely seems to be the one that usually knows what to do or is the leader. And so the fact that Susanna isn't there and they've gone off to find her, it was like, well, maybe everything will be fine when Susanna gets here. So she's kind of just keeping her eyes peeled and things. But I don't think she sort of thinks her chances of making a run for it. And what would she do? She's not really sure. So just very observant of everything. Let's try and learn.
Victor, would you like to do anything? You're still concealed in the crowd of the market. And it seems pretty obvious that the guard are rounding up the people you have been with for the past day. You're not sure why.
Am I able to see where they're headed to?
They haven't left yet, but if it's the guard, you'll most likely think they're probably going to head to the barracks or a jail or whatever this town has where the guard kind of like go, essentially.
Or from where I am, can I see where everyone else is grouped up?
Yeah, you can see them clearly. They're in front of the steps that go up to the master's house. The captain is the one standing high. He's the one most prominent. He's again scanning the crowd. People are getting a bit bored, so they're going back to shopping at this moment. A few are still kind of looking at what's happened. But yeah, they're like right in front of you, really.
Yeah, so I was gonna head that way and see if any, look for any of the guards that seem to be having a conversation amongst themselves, listen in.
Oh yeah. So there are guards in this retinue that is kind of like escorting your friends, but there are guards kind of like dotted around the marketplace, so they're just generally on duty. There's going to be a guard at the front gates, and there are two guards that are just off to the side. Just a chatting, just on duty, like casually on duty, resting on their spears, kind of just talking to one another.
I'll listen into what they have to say, see if they're saying anything about what's going on.
Okay. Roll me a listen check then, please.
All right. 23.
Okay. All right.
I'll spend 3 on that. Make that a hard success.
Hard? Okay. And roll me a stealth to see if you can listen to them without being spotted. Oh yeah, you are like the knight. It's just so you kind of you're used to doing stuff like this. This is bread and butter of what you do. So you kind of like blend in. You Assassin's Creed this shit into the crowd, and you blend in with a lot of people there, and you're able to kind of listen in to what they're saying. Primarily what they're talking about, they're trying to figure out what's going on. They've heard rumors that apparently there might have been a fire in the market, that someone tried to break in to see the master. There was a window broken, or a chimney that may be on fire itself. It seems to be they're not entirely sure what's going on, and then after that they kind of go back to like what you're doing after the shift. You're going to the pub, how's the family, general kind of chatting while you're bored on duty.
Sure. All right, well then with that, Victor will just head towards where they are and see if they can just skulk around, just in case.
So you want to follow them while stealthing, just to see, or are you actually approaching the guards?
No, I'm heading towards where everyone else has been grouped up, and just trying to blend in and keep a distant watch.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, that's easy. I mean, I'm going to say your extreme role flows into that. Yeah, no problem whatsoever. Again, they're still in the market, and it's still busy, so it's easy for you to just kind of swoop in, have a look at a stall, have a look, okay, move on to the next one, and always constantly in your vision you've got the party. Not before long, Susanna and Thorn escorted back into the party. One of the guards comes up to the captain and goes, found her, sir, Susanna, as you asked. And the captain looks down at you, and he kind of nods his head and bows slightly in respect for your title, and he starts heading down the steps, and he goes, is that everyone, Lady Alice?
Well, no, I'm fairly certain there are some other people, in the world. The nuns are all dead there.
Is that everyone of your party that was at the convent? and he's kind of like an open question to everyone here. No one
there are
gonna
going to be lots
answer.
more at the party. Lots more, and all the Jasons are coming. They said.
And God will be present.
I didn't
Hopefully,
think you were
Or
interested in
someone-
me. Sorry.
Someone very special.
I mean, this
They
is
didn't answer
a
the
group.
question.
We've been traveling.
This is
Wait,
all
where's
of your
Mueller?
party.
Oh, Mueller, he's our mule. Do we need to get him?
We don't need the mule, no.
Okay. Well, not Mueller
So this
then.
is
yourself.
everyone, yeah?
This is our group.
I'm gonna let you get away with that, Aethelfrith. I'm gonna let you get away with that. Very good choice of words. he nods. He nods. And goes,
Victor was
"All
just
right,
part of the caravan. He wasn't in the group.
Yeah, no, I'll let you get away with that. He nods and he says, "Right, if you wouldn't mind following us back to the guardhouse, there's just a few questions that we're going to have to go through. If
Can't you
wouldn't
ask
mind."
them here? Why do we have to keep walking backwards and forwards? It hurts my feet. Don't your feet hurt?
No.
More lip.
Oh,
Okay.
Lady Alice.
I just
Now get
I just
moving.
put a comforting hand on her shoulder, like give it a slight squeeze.
And at
Lady
this point,
Alice, why don't you ride on my back? Thorn's going to stoop down and offer a piggyback to the great lady.
Okay.
Thorn.
There are so many reasons why I think that's a bad idea, but I mean, aside from the everybody could die, Thorn. And I look very, very concerned about this.
I am so sorry. I would not want that. She looks up to the sky like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Don't kill everyone.
at this point, you've all been kind of surrounded by guards
Yeah.
as kind of like an escort, and they've all turned.
I want to be chatty with my escort Jasons.
Yeah,
Try to
that's-
charm them a little bit. Yeah.
And you start walking. Is anyone going to refuse to start walking? Anyone at all?
No.
No, but I'm going to
No,
be doing that
sound wise.
sulky toddler, like so,
Yeah.
like, just
I'm
dragging my
gonna
feet.
They're not forcing anyone. They're if you stop, they're asking you to move forward. So they will only go as fast as the slowest person there, which is probably Lady Alice, who's kicking her feet.
Yeah, we're
on
going to
the
be taking a
floor.
while.
Yeah.
Just occasionally I'll stop and go, ow.
So what's your favorite kind of bread? Yeah, she's just trying to be charming. Be like, yes, guards, please don't hate me.
Yeah, roll a charm. Roll a charm. Sorry,
I will.
Susanna,
And you
you
know
wanted
what?
to do something.
Sasana's gonna rock up next to Thorn and be like, Thorn, my equipment's pretty heavy. Hold this. And she takes off her knife belt and hands it to Thorn as if she's like just holding, passing off her gear to her squire. But really, she gives her it like hilt first.
I will protect it with my life. And she's going to wear it like a Rambo bandolier, not around her waist because she's a little bit smaller than Sasana.
Okay.
Just keep it close. It's my very favorite knife.
Next to my heart, Sasana. For
These
my
are my
heart
advantages.
is strong and mighty, and my heart shall follow you into the longest of nights, the darkest of days, cross the valleys of death and life. She will continue in this refrain until she is
Just
stopped.
ongoing. Just keep. Yeah. Okay. No
Yeah.
problem. It's just echoing. Right. Aethelfrith
tire itself
used one of her 20s
Yep.
to roll a charm.
Mhm.
Charlie.
I
He's
want
yeah.
these guards
He likes
to be on. Yeah. Yep.
He,
Like just like a little group of guards, just chatty.
the one next to you is an aspiring baker. he likes to make his own bread. So when you start talking about bread, his eyes instantly go, well, I try, but sometimes it just doesn't rise right. And, you know,
Well, you got to
it's
proof
hard.
it, you know. You got to make sure you put in the right amount of, sweetener to feed it. If it doesn't get enough food, it won't rise as well.
Oh, right. So that's what I'm doing. So how much? So in between this, and this, what is the right amount of eat? And it carries on like that all the way to the. You know, he's truly fascinating.
If we all get thrown in jail, maybe there's one guard.
Even to the point of insubordination, because at one point he's got his spear like tucked into his elbow under his armpit, like, and he's kind of going like that, and then the captain turns and he knows. Oh! And he quickly changes back to holding the spear, and but he's
hold that for you.
Whispering. Oh no, it's fine. Thank you, though. Thank you. That's great.
Right.
And chat, come up with a name for this guard that isn't Jason, for Aethelfrith to befriend.
They're all Jason. Don't be silly.
Yes. Jason is the title, not their name. Mason. There you go, Mason. You have made a friend with Mason.
His father lays bricks for a living. He wants to bake.
Yeah, he wanted to be a bake. He wanted to bake, but
It's a transferable skill set. Bravo.
Yeah.
He knows how to mix mortar, but he's having some problems with the sourdough starter. It's fine.
Oh, it's just, yeah. So, you eventually reach the guard outpost. The guard building that they were. It's probably like a cross between a barracks, a guard, and a jail, from what you can assume. The guards kind of escort you to a building that's on the side that is kind of like it's solid stone. It's a long, kind of dingy building. And he opens it up, and the guards kind of line up like as a small path going in, and the captain stands at the side, opens up the door, and enters. He turns, follow me, and everyone starts following him in. Inside this is basically a jail. This is where they keep everyone. It is like a long building, solid stone walls. It is hard. It's kind of like hardwood kind of flooring. They do kind of have. It's not bars per se. It is like these have been built into like stone. So these are stone cells, and it's just got a solid, thick wooden door on each of the cells, and with a very, very small window that does actually have bars on. And he turns, the guards follow him in. He turns, Lady Alice, could you point out the ones that, what did you say, bled from the nose and mouth?
Oh, well, I mean, gosh, aren't we all adults, really? I mean,
just point the ones out.
And she points to everybody who I forget who it was. It was Victor, Thorn,
so it's Victor, Thorn, Susanna. Did Aethelfrith get? I don't think you did.
No,
did you?
Aethelfrith didn't look at the room at all.
So currently, only Thorn and Susanna.
Okay, so Thorn and Susanna, but I'll be joining them any day, I'd imagine.
Very well. He nods to one of the guards, and they open up a cell. If you two wouldn't mind handing over your weapons and going into the cell, please.
I would mind that.
Well, according to your friend Lady Alice, you two might have you bled through the nose, mouth, eyes at the convent. Is that correct?
It's a crime to be a woman now. Is that what you were saying?
Usually we just need a
Please, I'm talking.
Fabric and a separate bucket.
Please, I'm talking to the knight. Sir, is that true?
It's true. Is that a crime?
So, well, We are unsure as to why. It could be a disease. So for the good of the city, until we rectify it's not a disease, we would like to isolate you. Surely you can understand that.
I can understand that, but it's been some days and we haven't bled since.
We need
Fairly certain
until
it was
the
no
priest
disease.
until the priest has looked you over and says you're fine. I'm
We
afraid
just
you're
had
going
a
to have to stay in
conversation
here.
with him up at the
Then I will
church.
try and
And
get-
what's more, Sasana is anointed, touched by the holy and divine, by the king himself, given her title.
I
She
am well
cannot
aware.
carry disease.
I'm well aware of what a knight is, but the good of this town must come first. So please, hand over your weapons and head into
Wait.
the cell.
Is this why the master's alone? Has he got a disease that you're keeping from the town? Sasana, I am sensing a conspiracy hereabouts in Chilston. Stone.
Please.
I'm not sure how they shorten it.
We'll submit to isolation, but I don't see why I have to surrender my weapons for that. If it is purely for health and safety, then I don't see what handing over my sword will do. If I'm the one that's carrying the disease, surely I should keep all my personal effects on me lest I affect anybody else.
Roll
Flat.
persuade.
If she were going to say,
That's logical.
thank me, she would have done it by now.
Can I use my because my persuade is like 2.
Uh,
Hello, buddy.
The crits now roll with advantage.
That's right. Okay, right. So let me. I'm gonna do that.
Don't worry, the cell's got a lovely bucket.
No.
He pauses and thinks for a moment. I understand where you're coming from. Unfortunately, we cannot have a person with a weapon inside a cell.
I can hold on to them for you.
They will be kept safe, you have my word, and they will be returned to you once you are let out of the cell. If that is not enough, we could write a letter of damn it, what do they call it? A receipt for your items as well.
Could we hold
Yeah, I
on
want it-
to our items being part of the group, you know, just wrap them all up, keep them with the rest of the group's things, you know, you keep experienced in keeping a good eye on them.
Wait, I also have a compromise.
No, there is no compromise. This is how it's
No.
going to be.
You will hear my story, sir. So, I will hand over my knife, and we will hand over our small effects and weaponry. But Sasana cannot part with that sword, for that sword is the sword of sin. It was born in the blood of a beast felled. It was carried by a man of greatness. It is an artifact, sir. It cannot be carried by mere mortals. By mere humble hands will be burnt at the touch if they do carry within their soul any darkness. Do you fear that you carry darkness within your soul, sir? Do you? Do you?
One of them goes, "Oh no, what? What?" And the guard captain looks at him. Oh. I have told you what it's going to be, and that is how it's going to be. Please relinquish your weapons.
Sana unbuckles her belt. She wraps it around the scabbard of the sword and like thrusts it at the captain.
He takes
I
them,
want that receipt.
and he nods, and he looks to a guard, and the guard kind of nods and to make sure that you get a receipt. He takes it, and he puts his hand out for Thorn's dagger.
Go on,
Thorn
Thorn.
holds up her hands.
He nods to a guard, and a guard comes up and kind of takes the thing
She
off.
leans into the guard's
Um,
ear. The captain is not long for this world. God sees all.
What? And the captain goes, "That's enough. Step aside." And he steps back and looks scared at Thorn. And if you wouldn't mind entering. Okay.
Put a hand
you
on
both-
Thorn's back and lead her in.
Okay, so you both enter. It's a dingy kind of thing. Barely any straw on the floor. There's not even a bucket. That's how bad it is. Not even a bucket. And it's essentially just a plain stone room that's kind of been chipped into rock to make this cell. Barely any light. And as you go in, the door closes and gets locked.
That is not a good
Yes.
place for someone you might think is sick. They'll just get sicker. There's not even a blanket on the floor.
It's not there to make them feel better. It's there to isolate them.
You can isolate someone without them being uncomfortable.
This is what we got. And he steps down and he opens up another cell. Right, the rest of you can go in here.
Why? We didn't bleed.
What have we
You
done
didn't
wrong?
bleed, but you were around it. So until we're confirmed that you...
And
I've
you
not
have
got a
just
disease.
taken the weapons of someone who did bleed, so surely you need to go in that cell.
I will be
And
seeing
then all
the
of
priest
these have been standing near you, and they should go in that
soon
cell.
after. I will be seeing the priest
Priest's
soon
a healer,
after.
then, is he?
He is a man of God.
Why
Right,
is
this God that doesn't
everybody
talk
here
to
so
anyone.
horrible?
Can he heal people, though?
Through the power of God, you can heal anyone. Yeah.
Oh, really?
If that's true, then why is anyone ever sick?
It is. I don't know. I'm just a captain here. So if you wouldn't mind, any weapons you have.
Oh, I do
hand them
mind. I do
over
mind terribly,
into the
actually.
cell.
Everybody here is terribly rude. Come in here asking me trick questions. And all the Jasons are very uncooperative about attending my wedding. And Thorn was not here to announce me, and it is very, very hard to announce oneself. And my fiancé still isn't talking to me, and you said no to me. It's just very, very sad. It's very difficult and sad.
I hug Lady Alice. You're being very mean to her.
I pull the artifact at it and throw it at her head.
Okay, you feel a slight. It does a bonk on your head, and everyone's just staring.
Don't you get fresh with me! The deal has not been sealed. You stop it.
Do I need to put you two in separate cells?
I think you can put me somewhere a little more refined than that, don't you?
Roll me a persuasion, Lady Alice. Because you
You have
are a
advantages.
lady of noble birth.
Oh, I do. Yes, I will use one of my little bluff friends.
All right.
So I just roll twice, right?
roll twice and take
Yep.
the best
Okay.
result.
Ka-dunk. Ka-dunk. No, nobody is convinced by this.
Spend 14 luck.
Oh, that's a very good point.
You can. Oh, which reminds me, actually, you can roll a d6 and get that many luck back because you were the one who
Oh,
won the boom. Sorry, I forgot to do that. Slipped the mind. Thank you.
I think this.
Okay, so you get 2 luck.
Yeah.
But you can still spend
Okay.
14 luck to make an success if you
I
wish.
will. I will,
Okay.
actually.
He pauses for a moment and realizing your station and not wanting to maybe incur the wrath of someone that he really did. He pauses and nods. Apologies, my lady. We will find a more suitable location for you. However, your 2 friends here will have to go in the cell until we can be sure that they hold no disease.
I hope your mother's proud of you.
My mother's dead, my lady.
Is that because she bled and you put her in a cell?
No, it's pneumonia. Whatever pneumonia is.
I am not moaning. I am just upset. And I storm off into a corner and have a little huff.
Okay. They opened up the door.
And it's supposed to go, I don't have any weapons. I'm just a bakester. And she'll go inside.
Can
Consumption.
how have they been locking these doors and stuff? Have they got keys?
Yes.
And I guess, but are they shutting the door and then locking the door?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The same set of keys for each door.
You see, do me a quick spot hidden to see if you can tell.
And how many guards are here right now? Just out of curiosity.
Currently inside this building, there were 8 altogether that escorted you. Inside, there are currently about 4, not including the captain.
Yeah, still not great.
Can I instantly use my my dice and try it for advantage?
You could do it to roll for advantage. Yeah, go ahead. You can roll one more time.
Time to do it.
There you go.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
In fact, I will.
So,
well, I don't know if it makes a difference, but I will spend 1 luck to make it a hard success.
it will make a difference. It will make. So keep that 1 luck. I'll tell you that. So you've been keeping an eye on the keys, and it seems like one guard is the one that's kind of opening the door and shutting and locking and has a set of keys. And also the captain has a set of keys. And to open the one cell, it was a different key than the one they've used to open this cell. Now, there are about 4 cells in this place altogether, and there seems to be a number of keys on there, but not a great amount, probably about 6 that you can count on the guard's key, but there's a few more on the captain's as well. You think that there are different keys for different cells.
I would really like to try and sleight of hand the keys that I saw locked up Susanna.
Okay, so the cat. Okay, so I'll let you paint you a picture.
Yeah.
It's on a key. It's kind of like on a key ring. So it's
yeah.
kind
Well, I
of
can
like
take the whole key ring of the guy
piece of metal.
who's not the captain or who.
The guy who's been locking you up has got the keys in his hand. And he's the one who's kind of locking things up. If you want to try,
but the commander also has.
Yeah, the captain has, and you can see they hang by his side. If you can get close enough, you can possibly swipe them, but you would need to get close enough. And I'm going to say, because of how close it is and how many eyes, it's going to be very, very hard. Just to give you a heads up. You can do it if you want. Absolutely.
I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
I mean, you could instantly die. That is what could possibly.
Yeah. You could get stabbed repeatedly.
You could get stabbed or beaten or yeah.
I'm not terribly worried about keys. I'm very strong.
Yeah, no, I will think about it. I will try and look and study the shape of the keys that are being used, and I will contemplate this and then look at the swords and think better of it. But try and just keep my eyes on where those keys go, who has them, all that sort of stuff.
Okay, no problem. With the spot hidden, I will tell you that there is a table, there are 2 chairs, and there are kind of hooks. There aren't any keys on there at the moment, but with the spot hidden, you can assume that that's where they keep keys. If, like 2 people are on duty and they sit down, they don't want to carry heavy keys around, they just pop them up there. There's none up there at the moment, but you can think if someone's kind of like, if they're on duty in their little board, that's where the keys go.
Okay. Cool.
So, they lead you inside, unless anyone is going to resist. No?
I don't want to get beaten today.
They shut the door and lock it. The captain nods his head to Lady Alice. If you wouldn't mind following me, we'll find more comfortable accommodation until we can get the priest to verify you are not ill.
How long?
Just go get him already. He's at the church.
All right. I suppose if we could
God
go and
will
talk to
hear
him
of you.
quickly, because I have a wedding to go to, and my darling will be very upset.
Don't
What
worry,
Lady Alice said.
we'll get it done as soon as we can. This way. And he escorts you out. 2 guards remain, and they kind of like sit down on the table, and almost immediately the keys go up on the hook. Astrid, like you thought they would. Lady Alice, you leave. He escorts you to the building next to it, which is the guard building. He essentially takes you to a kind of like a private room that has a chair, that has a table. Not a huge amount in there. There is a bucket in there.
Good.
There is a bucket. It's not a great quality bucket, but a bucket's a bucket. And he asks you to remain here. He will have some food and water or whatever drink that you would want given to you, and then he'll leave you in the room. But he will
sort of
lock the door.
I kind of sit on the bed with my feet dangling like a small child, just sobbing with one very attractive tear just rolling down my cheek.
Okay. And he shuts the door. And time passes by. Now, you're all in your respective cells. Victor, you have followed these all the way to the barracks. You have seen them go, and you know these are jail cells. And you've seen them go into the jail, but not come out. And all the guards have come out. So you can put 2 and 2 together quite easily. They're in jail.
Of course.
If there's anything, what would you like to do?
Let's see. Are there any? And do any of the guards seem to exit the jail?
Yeah, most of them. You saw 8 go in, 6 come out.
Let's see if they're talking about anything. Listen in.
Okay, do a listen, please. You're still stealth because of the extreme. Okay. So listen in.
I'm going to use my advantage.
Okay.
There we go.
There it is. Okay. It's a bit harder. Listening to these because it isn't as crowded, but you're able to kind of get into earshot. No problem. Mainly they're talking about how, again, more think that someone broke in. They're talking about Lady Alice, the absolutely beautiful lady, and the fact that they were quite shocked that the captain was going to put her in a cell, and he changed her mind and decided to put her into the actual guardhouse instead. They're a bit nervous. They're thinking maybe that they have a disease and that they may have caught it. So they're a bit nervous, and they're all talking about going to the church to get a blessing to ensure that they don't catch the disease as well. It's primarily that. So from what you can gather, you can pretty much assume that they think they might have had a disease, and they are locking them up as a precaution.
Right. And so there aren't really medics or anything. Would I know that they would go for a priest for something like this?
They'll go for a priest. I mean, in this time, unless you were like anyone who did any like medicine, actual medicine, was declared pretty much a witch, or a heretic or a pagan or whatever. So it essentially, it would be a priest comes, and you hope that they know basic, any medical whatsoever. Otherwise, all they're going to do is pray for you and hope for the best.
Be the priest or the
essentially-
executioner, because those were the only 2 people who had vague medical knowledge.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. If you were
Just
ill,
under my
chances are not good.
Just under my breath, I'll be like, this group better have actual money and not just lovely statues. I think I'm gonna head towards the tavern where I think that's where we last saw the priest, right?
No, you
was
saw the
drunk off
priest
his ass?
leave, and he was drunk. He got quickly sobered up by Susanna and the help of a big barrel of water, or trough, I can't remember what one it was. And you saw them heading towards the church.
Okay. Then I'll head towards the church.
Okay,
And try
you start
to
heading.
Get to the priest.
Start heading towards the church. Not too long after, the cell, you hear a door open in the cells, and a person walk in, and the guards stand up straight and talk, quite low mumbles and nods, and you hear footsteps slow closely to the door, Thorn, that you're in with Susanna. And a small voice comes through. I would very much like to know why you were trying to break into the Master's house. And please, do not tell some lie about a broken window or sweeping chimneys. I know everything that happens in that house, and everything that comes in and out. Why do you wish to break into the Master's house? Not going to say anything?
Sorry, who are you talking to?
And he kind of perks up and moves slightly down to the next cell. You are one that went tried to break in?
Yeah, we're worried.
Worried
why
about
is
what?
Well, it seems, because he's in the biggest house, that the Master's important. Everyone talks about this person, but on this occasion where everybody seems to be out, they're not around, and they haven't been around for a week. And that seems strange, even not being from this place. And there are strange goings on afoot. So either they are a victim of something, or they are the cause.
What strange goings on are you talking about?
People trying to unlock seals to break seals and bring about bad things.
I see. There's a pause.
Don't tell him no more, Astrid.
Well,
It
Astrid's
would
talking.
be.
I'm just testing all of the stones in the walls and floors.
Okay.
So, just for reasons.
I guess that would be. I guess it would be spot hidden to see if you can find anything that's kind of
Sure.
loose, but that'll take a while.
Yeah.
Come on, Lindy.
Yeah, it's fine.
You
I'll
just
just
need
roll it
appropriate
now.
leverage. Parts of the Caribbean
And-
has taught me much.
And he'll. You would need a hard success to find one. It is pretty sturdy. It would be beneficial to you and your friends to cooperate with my questions.
Who are you?
I am
Why
the
are
helper
you the only
of the
one who
master.
can go in? What's wrong with him?
The master does what the master wishes, and he wishes to remain in his house.
Says you.
Says the master.
Well, I didn't hear from him.
He doesn't talk to every person. He doesn't need to. What right do you have to question the master's decisions?
That's just a bit rude, isn't it? If he doesn't.
We want proof of life!
Yeah. How do we know that you're not a bad person who's actually murdered him and is pretending to speak for the master?
The captain has
I'll
seen the
spend
master
13 luck.
too.
Making hard
13 luck?
success.
Okay, no
Yeah.
problem.
Sounds good.
The captain has also seen it, and a number of house guards have also seen them. Should you
Why
wish
does he want to
collect-
stay in his room, though? That seems like somebody who is not feeling good, or like, is sick, or is unhappy in themselves.
Is he
hide
trying to
themselves
break
away
a
in a house.
seal?
I mean, there is that too. I didn't want to just come straight out there with that, but I mean, that's what I'm want. Yeah.
Roll me a persuade. It will be hard, but roll me a persuade.
A persuade?
Me or I thought, yeah.
Astrid. Because
Oh, me?
Astrid's the one
Okay.
having the main conversation, yeah. He's talking to...
I just add that in with my yell. Is he trying to break a seal? As I find a rock.
Oh, that's real
Oh,
close.
so close.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm definitely spending some luck.
You'd need at least a hard, so you'd need to spend at least 12?
12?
8.
Yeah.
8? Okay.
Oh, sorry.
8.
No,
And
19. No, 12.
9 plus 12. Oh, I was doing it in reverse. To Dur.
Yeah.
I was like, it's 17, yeah. Plus 9.
So, okay, and I'm just doing that by taking my luck score down by 8,
Pretty
right?
much,
That's how we do
Just
this,
take
right?
it down.
Yeah, we just take money.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely doing that then. So I take 8 away. Trying to do maths in my head and I can't do it. Wait,
He pauses for a moment and clearly kind of frustrated that he came down here to ask questions, yet he's the one who's bloody answering them. So he replies, when one's life is in danger, they tend to try and stay safe. Now, answer the question that I asked. Why were you trying to get into the master's house?
pretty sure I've answered the question. And we're here because we've been locked in here because we discovered a murder of a lot of people dressed in black and white outfits. Nuns, apparently. Nuns. And they were all dead. And something bad killed them. It looked like a sort of
Chillstone was written
ritual.
on the wall in blood.
They're that too. So we came here to look for more. Well, I didn't come to look for more dead nuns, but I wondered if more dead nuns will be found here because people are trying to break these seals and let out bad stuff. And we get here, and the person who's in theory in charge isn't around. They've locked themselves away, which just seems suspicious. And now you're telling me. You even said when people feel in danger, they lock them. What you just said something that sounded very weird, like he has hidden himself away, either because he's scared of something, or he's doing something. So I thought we'd try, and no one's going to answer the door. They wouldn't let us actually go in the front door, so we thought we'd sneak in the back door and see that you didn't murder him in his sleep and are pretending to be him. I mean, that's basically what I already said. That's basically what I'm thinking.
Well, that he was murdered in some weird ritualistic way like the nuns.
That too.
There's a moment of silence. Thank you for your honest answer.
Is he trying to break a seal? And I come up to the little hole that he's talking in after having...
As you kind of look up and look, you can see a very thin face and the man. His small eyes turn to look at you. And I have no idea what you are talking about.
No! Insight!
Okay. Hang on, one sec.
Okay.
Okay. You can't read him. He's kind of off-putting because just the mannerism, the way he talks, the way he is, it's kind of. But apart from that, nothing kind of makes you think anything else. He's just not a very likable guy. And he kind of starts walking off, and
I'm gonna look to Astrid and I'm gonna go, he's very off-putting. He's probably definitely involved in some horrible cultish things. So you don't just become that off-putting without doing horrible things. I learned that from Parish. Some of the people that I thought were off-putting, they're all the ones who ripped out the throats.
Which was
Well,
exceptionally
your mother was one of them who ripped her own
Yeah,
throat out.
and the group found her very off-putting. I only didn't because I was her daughter.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Okay.
It's a lot
And,
of trauma
the-
she's processing.
Door opens and shuts, and again, it's kind of like it's not quiet, but it's kind of like a low. You can hear the noise of the guards outside.
Go back to
now
pulling
that-
out rocks.
Oh yes, of course, you did a hard success. Okay.
I did.
You start having a look at the rocks, and this is solid stone. This is just like there's nothing that you can really kind of pull out. It's not like slabs or anything. This is solid stone. So you decide to head towards more the door, and you can't have a look around. Have a look around, and you see the hinges, and they're quite old and they're quite rusted. And you think with enough force, you could probably kick it open to make it ajar, and enough to really smash it and then get through. It might take a good few wallops, and you might get hurt in the process if you don't use anything else. If you just use, your body. But yeah, you could probably get through with your strength. It's going to take a few good whacks,
with
though.
the hinge pins. Just in my free
The
time.
hinge pins are
just start
kind of
picking it.
like, yeah, okay.
That's just what she's gonna start doing because we're waiting. I mean, until Sirsana gives us a cue that we need to escape, I'm just gonna fiddle with the rust on the hinge pins. Smoke scrapes.
Okay. Okay.
I would like to introduce my truth, Tom, that I had kindly donate
yeah.
for me.
Okay.
So, my truth is that these jail cells have those like little windows with the bars on, enough to stick an arm out of.
Okay.
And Sana is like just tall enough that she can like do some core pull-ups and get her face to it, and she goes, Aethelfrith, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
We should probably get out of here. That guy was definitely
Yeah, I did not
super evil.
Guy. Super cultish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But before,
I just got this vibe.
no, like Thorn likes to pretend I have this like godly night sense, but something about that guy really just it made me feel like I do have a godly night sense, and that there was something off about him. But on the off chance that we don't make it out of here, oh god, I really didn't want to do this time. But hey, so you know how we've been together on the road for a bit, and we've been having like a really good time, and I've really come to
you know.
yeah.
It's been great. It's been like the best time of my life.
And Thorn could
Aside
probably
from,
see
you know, my
Sana
whole
like
village dying.
yeah, well, you know, there was the whole village death thing, which was horrible. But you know, they say a little bit of blood blesses a union. And Thorn can probably see Sana like just like heavily breathing. Would you do me the great honor of becoming the sixth lady of Aberford? Would you like to marry me?
I was going to ask you, but I didn't have the ring yet. Yeah, of course.
And like Sana is just
I wish
beaming.
I could see more of your face right now.
Yeah, I really wish I could see your face. Hang on. Can you get your arm out of the window?
Astrid, can you give me a boost? Because Aethelfrith is not tall. She's sideways.
I go on my hands and knees for it to just stand on my back.
And
If that makes
Sana
it taller.
drops down from the window, releases her intense claw muscles, pulls off a chain around her neck with like this big signet ring on it. Thorn, I'm gonna need you to put this on Aethelfrith's finger. I can't reach, and I'd ask you to give me a boost, but I would crush you. So I'm gonna pick you up, and I need you to put this on Aethelfrith's finger for me. Yeah.
Wait, what? What's going on? Sorry, I was having
Just-
Never mind.
Just hang on.
Sure,
And
get
They're
this April friend.
talking. I think this is normal.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Roll me a luck.
Who?
Whichever one, Susanna or Aethelfrith, roll me a luck.
Okay.
They're like 25. It don't want to be me.
I'll roll it. Can I use an advantage on this luck?
You can use an advantage. You know what? No,
Alright.
you can't.
No. Okay, that's fair.
No.
I figured I'd ask. No.
No!
So, Thorn, you try and stretch your arm out and to reach round, and Ethelfrith kind of reaches round, and you just can't reach. It's just too far away, and it's just like, just almost, you can't
Can
reach.
I see?
I'll pendulum
who the
it
guards
at you,
are?
and she's gonna flick it
Sorry?
forwards and let go.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Roll me a throw.
Alright.
Oh god.
I was willing to entirely drop this because we just failed that, but okay, I'll go for a throw. T comes
might get
after S
lucky.
in the alphabet.
It should.
No.
Nope. Okay, so you pendulum and you thing it, and it just drops on the floor, completely misses.
There's two guards
altogether.
in here, though, right? Is one of them Mason?
There are. No, one of them isn't Mason. But as you look at the two guards, one of them's just kind of staring at you, kind of like confused. The other one's like, "Oh God, it's so beautiful." I always cry at
Excuse
weddings.
me. Could you
Yeah.
pick that up for us? It fell.
Oh God, of course. He gets up, he runs up, and he feels down. And he, where is it? Here you go. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Hands it to you, and he kind of goes back and goes, "Oh, it's so beautiful." It's so beautiful. And the other guy's kind of just looking at him. Then looks at there, just looking at him. It's just,
So,
you know.
Sasana,
weeping.
I've hired Victor the merchant to help with the wedding planning and procuring the things that we'll need for the, the hand fasting and, your ring.
Oh, well, I wasn't
Maybe by the
expecting
time we're
anything
out
like
of
that.
here, it'll all be ready.
Well,
And we can
I
just
mean,
go get married.
we'll have to go back home to Northumbria. If you're to become the sixth lady, then we have to do it properly.
Oh my goodness. I never imagined I'd ever have a wedding this proper.
Just wait till you
Wait,
see
we're
the house.
having another wedding.
Yeah, Thorn, you just helped me propose to Aethelfrith. Where were you?
I think
Where's your
went
head
off
been?
Astrid and I held Astrid up and I'm like, I'm engaged.
I
Like
was
grabbing
working-
hands and doing a little jumpy thing.
Is that
Something
how
else.
it usually happens? I've never seen it. I didn't know so many people get involved.
I've only seen one wedding and it was back home. So, which makes a lot more sense now that I know everyone lived for so long. It explains why there wasn't a lot of weddings, but yeah. I don't think they proposed like that. It wasn't nearly as
I
romantic.
don't think that was
That was great.
right. Well, and then she her voice drops. We should probably focus on the getting out of here bit right now. Yeah, you got a plan? Anybody got a plan?
I mean, it's not going to be quiet, but
When have we ever done anything quietly? Honestly.
If you give me 2 more minutes, I was working on a little something, and then we can try Aethelfrith's plan.
I like
All right,
it.
Thorn, what you got?
I'm just going to sit here and look at my hand for 2 minutes.
I just need to go back to my corner.
Okay.
I'm not going to question what you do in the corner, Thorn. That's all you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Hello, God. It's me again. Sorry for the brief
There it is.
interruption. Apparently, 2 of your children will be bonding. Now, I need you to hook me up with one of Astrid's friends, because they sound like they actually do something. I know we were working on a scheme between the Lady Alice and one of these friends. Maybe that's something you will approve of, maybe not. But I'm coming clean to you because this is my confession so that we can get to the next bit where you answer my prayer. My prayer is that you do send us a helper in this time when we need help. Someone with 2 Hands, 2 legs, 2 arms, strong of back and mind and heart and soul. Someone who will throat punch the captain and also help us out of this place. I can live without the first part and do that myself if you cannot facilitate such a thing. But please, they are keeping us from stopping the seals from being opened. And I know a thing about seals being breached and the becoming and changing of things and demons. I have a demon inside of me that has a date later and would like to make it very much without anyone thinking I am poisoned, diseased, or otherwise afflicted with the matters of the mortal body. Sasana has a date to get to, it would seem, as well, and the priest tends to stumble on his way down the hill, and I think they're just holding us here because we're the only ones that know the truth. Your truth, dear God, the truth that you have set us upon when you put us on this quest to protect Lady Alice, take her to the monastery, find the dead nuns, and Sasana is meant to watch over her and now is currently in a separate cell and cannot do so. Thank you so much. Send me the friend, the helper, the hands, the arms, the legs, the torso, the head, preferably a head. Very useful, very useful, very useful indeed. Amen.
Okay.
I would like to roll occult, Tom, and reach out to the powers that be.
Go for it.
Okay.
Roll
I just
that
exited
occult.
something and I don't know what it was. Oh shit, it was stream. I'll bring it back. 23. I will spend 5 points to make that a hard success. No, 6 points. I can do maths. 6.
Okay. Save the 6 points because it won't make a difference. Okay.
Okay.
So save the 6 points. As you end, silence. Nothing. All you can hear is Susanna breathing, waiting for something to happen. It's like mumbling outside. A bit of blubbering from the other guard who's still kind of emotionally touched by what he's just seen. It's beautiful. And in the cell, not too far, you hear a movement and a single voice that says, "It is almost time." Victor, you have started to head over to the church.
Yes.
The sun's starting to go down. It's getting late now, and you've headed over to the church, and there are guards down at. So, are you going through the main entrance, which you'll have to pass through the master's house? Or are you going through the side, kind of like the peasants' ladder stairs that Thorn and everyone else went through?
Oh, fastest way. I'll go through the peasant side. It's easier to sneak
Okay.
around.
So you go around, and there are 2 guards there. 2 guards. One of them is Willem, and there's another guard. We don't know his name yet. Chat, what's the other guard's name? And they're standing there, just waiting, and they see you, and they're kind of guarding the stairs, the steps going up. Just standing
Right.
there.
So, I'm gonna try and pass by, see if they stop me.
You want to stealth pass by?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
22. Hard success.
22? Okay. Hang on. Oh my god, there's so many good names. Okay. Okay, with a 22, because that's a hard success, yeah, you're able to do it. You can tell it's getting at the end of their shift. One of them is tired. He's just kind of leaning on his kind of spear, and he's just... Willem is excited. He's in his mind, he's kind of going, okay, so I'll buy her a drink, and we'll get some food, and then we'll talk. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll talk. It'll be fine, you know. What can I talk about? Oh God, what's there to talk about? I'm boring. I'm so boring. No, there must be something I can talk about. I wonder if she likes sheep. Everyone likes sheep, right? Yeah, you know. My father raised sheep. No, that's stupid. That's stupid. And you just kind of just go past and up the steps. No problem. And you reach the church. There's a side entrance, and then there's the big main entrance.
Let's just go through the side entrance now.
Okay, you head to the side entrance. You open the door. It's unlocked, and you're in the room. And you can go through another door into the main kind of hall area of the church. You see the priest there. He seems to be praying at the moment. He's in front of the altar, and he's on his knees, seemingly praying.
Right. So I'll go up to like, Father Arthur. I need your help.
Oh, of course, my son. He gets up and he kind of brushes himself down a little bit, and he comes. He comes over.
Were you just sleeping?
No, I was praying.
Yes. Anyways, I have some friends down in the barracks who need some, I believe, medical assistance. And if I could get them out post haste, that would be very helpful.
Oh, well, I would like to do that, but I'm afraid only the captain can allow people to enter. I will have to seek permission from the captain himself.
Oh, I'm sure you can do that. I mean, once we get down to the barracks, I mean, if it helps at all, I mean, I've got some fine spirits that would very much help with communion around here. You know, I'm sure it'd be nice to have something better than your usual lager in this church.
Okay, roll me bribing him essentially here. There isn't a bribe kind of thing, is there?
Like,
Which is a bit of a
fast
shame.
talk?
Yeah, fast talk. Do you want to use fast talk?
Yeah, let's use fast talk.
We'll use fast talk.
Because it's kind of like the, hey, kinda.
Yeah, it's okay. He kind of, when you say spirits, his eyes light up. Oh, well, donation to the church doesn't always have to be coin, you know. Of course, I will happily talk to the captain to see if your friend. What is their ailment?
It might have been something to do with a little bit of bleeding. I'm sure I'm sure there's a holy kind of excuse we can give. I've heard pray of something called a stigmata. You know, it's really yes. I'm pretty sure.
Do you believe them possessed by the devil or demon, or is this more of a physical injury?
If anything, it would be angels.
Angel.
Let's just say that everyone is possessed with angels.
Very confusing, but I suppose I could roundabout. You would have to give me a little time. I need to collect the things for the proper procedures, of course. It should not take too long, but I should be able to help and go to the captain if the captain allows me to see them.
Right. Well, you should also, to encourage the captain to see him, ask them if they came in contact with these sickened people, for they may be in danger as well, if it's not.
Very good. Well, I would you not want to come with me? They are your friends.
Sure, I can be your apprentice for the night. How does that sound?
I would enjoy the company, and we can talk about what kind of spirits you have. And he kind of gives a small chuckle. And well, if you would like to wait here and contemplate for a bit, I will just get all that is required and join you shortly. And he kind of heads into the back.
While I'm in there, can I take a quick look around to see what's
What
in the church?
is there anything? Is there anything in? particular you're looking for? Something of value, something unusual, a cat?
It's unusual. There's something that might be out of place for a religious area.
All right. Do a spot hidden.
Spot.
Oof. Okay. You have a look around, and most of it seemingly seems okay. However, you do notice that near the chair, so there would be an altar, and then there would be a chair to the side that the priest can sit down on. It's normally quite large, quite decorated, where he can sit down while others contribute to the service. And you stare, and it's got kind of like this silk over it, but underneath the silk you can see what seems to be a bottle.
Interesting. I want to go take a look at that bottle.
Okay, you head up, you go and take a look at the bottle, you lift it up, and it just seems like a kind of a wine bottle that's kind of like 3/4 drunk. It would seem that the priest likes to have a sip during Mass.
Mm-hmm.
That is the only thing that really stands out as unusual. Everything else seems to be in order.
I'll just take a quick look around as long as the priest isn't there. Just uncork it and take a quick swig myself.
Okay, yeah. It's quite bitter. You can tell it's been there for a bit. But it's passable. If you drink it, you'll get drunk. Well, if you drink enough of it, you'll get drunk. But you've definitely tasted better. Much, much better. It's meh. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, at this point, let's just try and get to the cells.
Okay. Back in the cells, everyone heard that voice. That voice that seemed to echo across the cells. Guards not really paying any notice. They kind of just talking, chatting. And then there's silence.
Excuse me, what did you mean by that? Sana just calls out.
And it's strange. You call out, right? And as you call out, it's almost like you would expect the guards to notice, to just like turn, either to say, "What are you talking about?" or "Shut up," or "Are you all right?" But they don't seem to take notice at all, like as if you didn't speak. They just carry on talking in their low volume, talking. But everyone else hears it in their cell, like perfect volume, as if Sana was in that cell with them. And the voice kind of, you could just hear kind of like raspy breathing. And a voice kind of twitches through. It's like, it is time. End time. End.
End time? Sana looks at Thorn like, what did you do?
So it's not just me that hears that then?
Nope.
I asked God for a favour.
And as you say God, kind of you hear God, which God. Shh.
Which God, Thorn?
I guess whichever one was listening. Dawn is like munching what's left over of the bread that Aethelfrith gave her yesterday. She had it like tucked away. and isn't because Charlie's getting a case of the hangry and really needs to eat.
Astrid, is this anything to do with any of your gods?
I don't know. I am. They're more spirits in a way.
Yeah, yours, Astrid, yours tends to be kind of like the spirit of nature and communing with the. You've never heard it, but you know Cassandra has told you things that she's heard. This is.
He sounds confused. What's your name?
Name. Not once, name. No more. No name.
Is this about the seals?
And as you say sealed, he goes, ah, no, and you can hear kind of like a little thud against the wall. It seems like him banging his head against the wall.
Did I summon Dobby somehow? Like, what kind of power did I just unlock?
I'll make for the hinges.
You're going to try and break the hinges?
Yeah, I'm making for the hinges. I'm getting ready. I'm like sizing them up, you know.
Okay, you're cracking your knuckles. You're readying yourself up.
Rolling up the sleeves. Wiggling them a bit.
Are we trying to break out? Is that the idea?
Think soon. Yep.
Then what?
If Thorn's plan
There's
doesn't
a lot
work.
of people out there. Don't
There's
know whether we
two
can
right
outrun all of
now.
them.
We just got to take care of the
not
two.
just there. Out there. Right. Not dealt with this many people before. Usually a sneaky, and the sneaky went fine. Breaking into a house didn't.
I'm not very good at the sneaky.
Is that why you're about to smash that door with your foot?
Yes.
Okay.
But Thorn
I'll
has a
try
plan.
help.
And my plan's B. So I'm just waiting in reserves for plan B to be added necessary.
Right.
Okay.
Mysterious voice without a name. You said it was nearly time. Is it nearly time for us to break out of here? Have you come to help us? Can you please help us? We've left Lady Alice unattended, and untoward things tend to happen when we leave her unattended.
Time. No. Time for feast. Feast, yes, feast. No. Eat. Then no.
I've just finished my sandwich. Hold on. Looks in the pockets. I'm out. But if you help us out, Aethelfrith makes really good sweet buns.
No. Food. No, food. No. Feast. Yes, feast. Then no.
Wait.
Then.
The feast, the Advent feast, when everyone is going to eat from that food that came from the convent that no one has really looked at except for that one person who claimed they looked at it, but who knows?
Feast. Yeah, feast, everyone. Joy. Feast. Then.
Can you take us to the plot? I mean the feast.
No.
Is the food bad?
Feast. People eat. Feast. Then.
Is this your god? Is this why he doesn't usually answer? Because he's a little bit mad? Did you call him and he turned up?
Plan B.
Astrid.
Plan B.
What did you say, Thor?
I feel like there's not.
Good question. We'll ask when we get out and we get to him.
I feel like there's not enough fire for this to be a true plan B. Plan boom, but you know, we'll give it a go.
I can make fire. Start digging in my stuff with my kindling, wondering what we're trying to accomplish.
We might need to set the Lord's house on fire. That might stop him. Because it seems to be that's a focal point, because that's one of the only places we haven't been allowed to go.
I support this plan wholeheartedly.
I'm gonna.
Why should it always
I'm
come
gonna
down
try-
to Austin?
I'm gonna try and get some ember into a half, like a horseshoe. The mushrooms you get on trees, they can hold an ember really well. I'm going to try and like sit there and get an ember in there, just burning, ready, so that we can quickly light a fire if we need to. She's slightly
The
worried
only
about what
thing-
she's doing.
The only thing that in here that could light a fire, because it's pretty much all stone, is like straw, and there's not.
Don't
a
I
lot
have
of it.
my stuff?
You do have your
I've
stuff,
probably
yeah.
got a small, like, kindling,
a fire
utility
starter.
and
have-
stuff.
Like a flint and
I was-
whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that sort of thing.
Okay, if you want to like get ready to light a fire in an enclosed space, more than welcome.
It's an ember. I'm trying to light at the end of a cigarette, almost that kind of
Oh, I
fire.
see. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not lighting a fire. I'm getting a small red ember in a horseshoe thing that just sort of burns. It might smoke. It might smoke a bit, but it just holds an
Okay.
ember.
Roll a natural world to see how that goes.
Okay.
There you go.
Look at you.
I
Yeah,
could
you
even
do
make it hard
exactly-
if I need to.
You do. You get the
She's
little
doing it
ember that
quicker
you
than normal.
wanted. Yep.
Right.
Okay, smoke
Come here,
starts to
Dwarf.
billow. Smoke starts to come
Yeah.
up and starts to
She tries
slowly
to sort of
fill
like keep
cell.
it sort of minimal. Just not. She won't blow on it like she just did.
Yeah, yeah.
Just gonna hold it.
The hinges. Kickity kick.
So you want to kick in the hinges?
Yes.
Roll me a strength.
Kickity. All right.
Okay.
It's a success.
Okay, you give it a kick. And it bashes against the door, but the door holds. As you kick, one of the guys, hey, what's going on? And he gets up.
I
and
fell.
Are you okay?
It's all right. I'm fine. I just slipped a little. I was doing a celebratory dance because I just got engaged. I shouldn't
Oh,
have
it
spun
was so
around so many
beautiful.
times.
Oh no, oh god, it was so beautiful. I've never seen
So if you
something
hear that
so
again,
beautiful.
it's probably me just giving another slip and a fall because I'm just so excited I can't stand still.
Well, we don't want you slipping and falling, so maybe sit down, yeah? Just settle down.
Just one more round. Just one more round in little twirls. Okay.
Okay. I mean, he's by the door at this minute. He's kind of by the
And I'm
door
like,
with
"Oh!"
the spear.
And I'll be
roll.
like, I'll sit at the bottom hinge, and this next one's gonna be like an elbow, twirling elbow into the top
Okay.
hinge.
All right. Okay. You again hit it. The door holds the door. And he's like, I really don't think you should do that again. Seriously, I think you should just sit down now. I know you're excited and everything. I'm excited too,
So
but
excited.
really, time to settle down. You don't want to bother the other prisoners. All right.
Can they
Particularly the
see
one
God,
next door.
God, I need your help. I need your help. My squire is choking. My squire is choking.
Okay. I would like Thorn to roll an acting and Susanna to roll a fast talk.
Oh, fuck.
Acting
Use my advantage.
Tom.
Yeah,
Sorry?
acting's not a thing in Dark Ages
It
Cthulhu.
is a thing. It is a skill. It's an actual art and craft. If you don't have it, you
Oh, it's an
can't
arts
do
and
it.
craft.
Acting.
It is
Oh,
an
you're into
arts and
arts and craft? Okay.
I will spend the luck to make that a success.
Okay, you will need. Yeah, I'll just say whatever the 5 is. So what's that? 9. Spend 9 luck
Yeah.
to make that a success.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see how convincing Thorn is.
Come on, Thorn.
No. Okay. So he kind of approaches, and he and he's not stupid. He's not in grabbing distance, and he has a look. I think it's just a cough. She'll be fine. And he kind of walks back and sits down.
I'm gonna rip a. Oh. Well, while they were doing that, realizing we're trying to get distractions, as I've lit a small ember, I'm like, oh shit, maybe a fire is a good idea, and I'm going to tear off a small piece of cotton and just get it sort of like smoking real bad from the ember, and I'm gonna I don't know if they can see, but I'm gonna blow it under the door and start just basically get some smoke and be like, oh no,
okay,
my accent's gone, fire.
It's a fire that my accent goes.
That happens real easy with me.
The one that went to Susana is slowly sitting down. The other one has started walking down to the other cell, and he kind of looks in and tells someone in that other cell to shut up. And you hear as he tells him to shut up. He starts turning around and he sees smoke coming from. You know what? Roll a natural will to see how bad this is going to be. Oh my!
Oh, that's great.
Okay, Astrid. Because it's extreme, it is entirely in your hands how much smoke
it's in
you
control,
want.
right?
Yeah, it's in control, and at any minute you can put it out because you're.
Yeah, I think she's pretty good with fire. She understands, limitations and whatever else. So she's very much controlling the smoke and is trying not to let it go to flame. Just wants it to be very scary smoke-wise, but actually, yeah, it's not really. She'll probably be spitting on the cotton if it starts to do anything too badly, just to keep it kind of just smoking.
All you hear from outside is, "Oh my god, fire! Fire!" And the other guy, "Oh shit! I'll go get
fire! Help!
And
Open the door!
Like,
You've got to let us out!"
Get the keys. And the door opens. You hear someone shout, "Fire! Fire!" And someone gets the keys and they, which one is it? Which one? Get out my way! It's this one. And someone comes to the door and you hear the door open up, and he opens it. Come on out! Quickly!
Oh. I'm just gonna keep wafting
outside.
this, but so she can't really see where the smoke is coming from.
Okay.
Like I'm trying to put it out, but it's just
Yeah.
Are you guys running out?
The others. I'm gonna stay in there to keep the smoke sort of wafting. I'm gonna run to their door and worry about them, but I'm essentially just spreading smoke around to try and fool them.
Okay.
And
So what you could do is
make
just
it sound
drop it,
really
and
bad.
you could drop it in the cell, and
It's
it'll just continue to bloom. I'll let you. I'll let you drop it in for it if you want.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna kind of fling it then, in a sense, to somewhere sort of where they can't quite see where it is.
Yeah.
Especially if there is a door around, she might be like, sod it.
Yeah.
See if it. Yeah. Because their last fire didn't work, so she's like, maybe a real fire would work. Oh well.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
a nice thick wooden door. Just...
How much smoke do you want to bill out for this? Is it going to be thick now, like you like a proper fire?
I mean, if she can, yeah. I mean, if there's something she doesn't have very much that is burnable, but if she can find a pile of straw or something, I expect there's stuff in there that she can
You rolled an extreme. You can have this fire. You can have this smoke as thick as you want.
I mean, to be honest, then she'll probably kind of drop fire in various places. So she'll run around, and if she sees a pile of stuff, she'll try and drop a piece of cloth in that, and then run up to the other end and see if there's somewhere else, just to cause a lot of panic and possibly this is a bad place where people get locked up. It doesn't feel like a good thing. So she wants this place gone. this is a bad place.
So for Astrid and Aethelfrith, the door's open, and they're telling you to run outside. Essentially. Are you going to run outside?
I'll run around.
We'll get them.
Quick! I'm going to bang on. I want to bang on the door of the strange guy as well. I'll be like...
Okay, so you start banging on the door, and as you bang on the door, it's like... You just hear whimpering coming from that door. the guards are kind of like telling you to get out of the way so they can open up the doors.
I'm like keeping out of the way of them. I'm not going to get in their way. It's more to try and encourage them to open the freaking doors. And...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're opening the door. One's kind of like trying to get you out. The other one's fiddling with the thing, and he's going to try and open the door for Susanna and Thorn. And he opens the door very quickly. Opens it out.
Sana's and Thorn's gear in this area.
No,
Yeah,
that was taken outside.
Okay.
That was taken.
I wasn't
outside.
sure if it was.
Oh, they took it away.
Outside.
Outrageous.
They took it
away. I know. How dare! I'll get the back
Away.
door then, because we can't.
There is only one door.
Oh, there's only one door. Then I'll be ready
There's
to
only
get
one
that.
entrance.
I'll be like, oh, I'm ready to get
That door's
outside.
already open. That door's already open. One of the guards opened it and shouted, "Fire!" The door's open. He wanted to make sure it was open so people could run out, essentially.
Yeah.
And
I'll be like
Susanna,
making my way there.
okay, Susanna and Thorn, the door's wide open, and they're saying, "Fire! Come on out! Come on!" And the other one starts running to the other cell.
Okay, so the guy in front of our door, as soon as he opens it, I want to just rugby tackle him. Just going full on spear, like
All right.
fucking All Blacks. I want to take this guy to the ground. He is down.
All right, do a fighting brawl then.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Nice.
9 points,
but
nice.
fail.
9 lucky.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only 9.
Unless you want to spend luck,
Or your
it's up
advantage.
to you.
Or you
Up
can
to
push
you.
the roll.
Oh, let's push it. Yeah, let's push it. Push it.
Oh, go on then, push it.
Push it.
So you need it.
Oh,
Oh,
well
yeah.
Well done. Okay. So he kind of opens up the door and goes, "Come on, it's time to," and you just go, and just rugby tackle him to the ground.
Fire.
He kind of is on the floor and he's winded. He's absolutely winded. The other guy is near is kind of like further down the cells, and he's essentially trying to make sure everyone is getting out. And he notices you rugby tackle him, and he draws his spear. He goes, "Get off him now!" As he's put his spear out.
Attack.
Are you going to attack?
I burst out of the cell and I run at him like this, like, "You're gonna get it! If I catch you, you're gonna get it!" Because I don't know
Okay.
what's going on, and I just want a menace.
So you're going to run at him. Or are you going to
like
stay
a crazy
far
diseased
away?
person.
Okay, he gets an attack before you get in there. Okay. Ooh, no, he fumbles. You run in and go, "I'm a disease." He goes, and essentially instead of strike, he's just trying to keep you away. He turns from the spear and he's just going, "Oh, stay away from me. No, get away." And he starts backing up and backing up. The smoke is starting to really build up into this now. It's getting uncomfortable to be in here. You're starting to cough and hack up. Well, smoke.
Time to run.
I want to get weird twitchy guy before we dip. I want to get him.
That's where I'm
Well,
going.
you're
to run
currently
that cell.
Susanna, you're currently wrestling a guy on the floor. He's just down and slightly winded. So you can
Okay, I
kind of
wanna
get up and
knock
just
him out.
run.
I want to knock him out. No, fuck this. This
You want
guy's
to knock him out? Okay. Yeah, go for it. Roll in a fighting brawl, I think. I don't even know how you knock someone out in Cthulhu.
Extreme success.
That's how you knock someone out in Cthulhu. I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to say fucking that's how, yeah, you knock him out. You just, and he's just knocked out on, on the floor. And what does everyone else want to do?
I'm dodging the guy who's freaked out, and I'm going to check the cells that are left, see if I can find the voice in my head.
I mean, so essentially there's 4 cells, and Susanna was in 1, Alfred was 2, he's in 3, and the guard has moved back down to the far wall near 4, right? So you're there, you're going, pretending to be a disease, and he's trying to stay back, trying to stay away from you. That is the cell that the voice was coming from. You can hear the whimpering.
Get him out, or God will eat your soul! like as menacing as she can, trying to channel
Roll me an
like
int-
priests doing tongues.
Roll me an intimidate.
Right, sure. Someone doesn't know what's going on. She's freaked out. She was choking a second ago, and now she's like, all right. GH. How does alphabet work? There we go.
Yeah, okay, just stay away from me, stay away. And he kind of like undoes the door, opens it up, and as he opens up, you can see a kind of small, wizened man. His hair is kind of like in patches where it's almost like he started pulling it out. You can see scratch marks around his eyes where it looks like nails have tried to dig into his face. He kind of like is in the corner, shaking, kind of, he's terrified. He's absolutely terrified. This tiny person. What would you like to do?
Get him out! Someone didn't have a plan beyond menace. She just wants him to open the door and get the guy out.
It was an extreme. So he gets in, he picks him up, and he runs out, and he just runs past everyone. Doesn't even realize his mate's on the floor and just runs outside.
Smoky, we should get out
of here. Go on, get out. Go on, get out.
Astrid, did you start a really good fire again?
Yeah, I did. I thought that was the plan last time. Just shouting fire didn't work, so I thought maybe real fireworks. Susanna, come on, the smoke's not good for you.
I'm going to pick up the unconscious guard and bring him out, because I'm not a monster.
Okay. All right. You all start heading out of the jail. As you head into the courtyard, you can see guards. About 3 of them with buckets running, literally almost at the jail cell, waiting, get ready to jump in. And they, whoa, oh, come out. There's other cell guards out there with their weapons, and now they've got shields as well. And they're kind of like watching a bit far away. They're holding. At this point, Victor, you with the priest, as the sun is dying down and it's starting to get dark and light, start coming down and notice the commotion. Lady Alice, from the window of your room in the thing, you can see
the jail
this
caught
all
fire.
happening.
We have no idea how it started, but thankfully forensics are terrible at this time.
Right. And it's just commotion. As you all get out, the guards let you get out, and they start moving in, and you just hear them splashing water, trying to throw water on things. It's going to smoke a fair bit. Even if they throw water on it, it's still going to smoke for a bit. It's going to take a while to clean out. Is there anything anyone would like to do?
I'd like to find the guard who ran out with the guy that was in cell number 4, and someone's going to approach him very cautiously.
He's outside. He's essentially put the guy down, and as you approach him, he's backing up slowly. He's terrified of you.
Do not fear, my child. God has seen what you have done on this day. It is a holy and noble thing. Amen.
And he kind of like goes off. He just moves away, kind of like freaked out, and just moves to some other colleagues nearby. Anyone else?
I'm going to just keep carrying the unconscious man as if I'm just taking him to get medical attention, and I'm just going to try and just walk on past the guards.
If you try and walk out past the guards, they're gonna stop you. Unless you want to barge through the guards, because you did shout
Do I see
fire.
Victor and the priest? Do I see Victor and the priest?
I want to look around just to see what I see. Also, if that's sketchy dude.
Well, actually, it depends on what Victor and the priest wants to do. Because they have approached, they haven't entered the yard yet. It is up to them whether or what they want to do.
So I see the commotion that's going on, right?
Yeah, absolute chaos, mate.
I turn to the priest and go, let's go get you that wine. I think I'll partake with you.
Don't. Are you sure you don't want to see your colleagues? I mean, your friends. Weren't they a little?
They seem to be a bit busy right now.
Oh, of course. If that's what you think, we can.
We'll come back after.
They should keep
Just
until
a little
tomorrow. Of course, a little nip is always good. Come on. And you kind of turn away and start walking. Susanna and Aethelfrith, please roll a spot hidden to see if you see them before they go.
Success.
Okay.
Spend a point.
Sana?
Yeah, no, I think succeed.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
No? Okay. Susanna,
I'll
see
I'll
them.
spend 1 point. I'll spend 1
Okay.
point so I can see
Both
two.
of you see them. Victor, you see Victor. He looks, he chats to the priest for a bit, and then they both turn away and start walking away. You can't get to them unless you want to bash through a guard. And these guards have shields. You know, they're not stupid enough to, like, let prisoners out of the cell from a fire without an armed response. They're waiting.
Go on, Lindy.
What would you like
Should
to
I
do?
yell after the father? Okay.
Hit the stupid button. Do it.
Father! Mr. Priestman!
1 second.
Imagine she's got a set of lungs on her.
He does not hear you. With all the commotion, with all the shouting, he hasn't got a clue. All he heard was, let's go for a nip, and he's focused on that, and he's like chatting loudly as they start to walk away.
I was shocked he didn't hear that! We need to be cleared so we can stop the seals.
Yep.
I suggest we just run. On 3.
On.
Scatter!
All right.
I mean, that was Astrid's plan. As soon as she ran out the door, she wanted to do that. But if they
All right,
had already like
we
surrounded,
go.
but it wanted to be like panic, run.
Everyone is gonna. Are you all gonna go in random locations?
Yep.
Because to get away, you've got to smash through a guard. You've got to dodge or
I'm
So
physically
going
they've
to
through a
made
guard.
a shield wall, essentially, have they?
I mean, it's not a shield wall. They're kind of dotted around.
almost.
But if you're running, they're obviously going to jump in front or try and stop. It's not a proper shield wall, but they're essentially
Yeah.
stopping people from escaping.
If we're scattering, if that's our terrible plan, I would like to scatter
There
in
is
the
no
direction
plan.
of the warehouse.
I'm sorry, how is this worse than any other part of the plan?
I mean, no, it's not.
Because there's people with weapons.
Thank you,
in this
Millie.
part of the plan.
Hey,
Okay, so we'll do this
I'm
one at a
gonna
time.
help
Can't
Fawn.
clear us. So
I would like to assist Fawn by yeeting the unconscious guard at the guard in front of Fawn to try and knock him down.
Okay,
I have a really high dodge, so I'm not super worried.
all right. So,
My squire, and
Susanna,
I love you. Yes.
you are going to throw the unconscious person at a guard.
Yes, I
Thorn,
am.
I'm assuming, is going to try and dodge. Aethelfrith, how are you escaping? I'm assuming you're just going to
Oh.
bash your way through.
it's
gonna be like a steam
I'm a
train.
very I'm a very muscular, rotund woman. I'm going to just
Astrid, how
Great
are you going to get out? If you so choose to run. You don't have to run.
I mean, like, her plan was to run out the door and keep kind of running if she got caught, like, in a panicked way rather than I'm breaking out of prison kind of way. It was very much part of the act, was the plan. So
Okay.
she's going for a panicked over thing, but a dodging because she's trying to get away from the fire and she's so scared type thing.
All right.
I cast
So-
flee on the party.
Yeah. We'll do this one at a time. We'll do Susanna first because that's going to affect what could happen to Thor. Okay. So Susanna, roll a throw.
Yep. Okay, here I go. Hard success.
So you run and you just lob him at the guard. The guard he kind of drops his spear and kind of grabs hold of him, and they both go tumbling down. Thorn, as a result of this, you're able to get through. And yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? You can roll a dex because you're not dodging; you're just running, but with advantage because of that.
All right. But my dodge is higher than my dex. But okay. Extreme.
Doesn't matter.
You're fine.
Doesn't matter. Okay. You're
Roll
gone.
20s here for our chaos plan.
I mean, Thorn just runs, just absolutely runs into it. Doesn't care, side street, whatever, just goes. Aethelfrith, please roll, because you're barreling through strength to try and get through this
Sure.
guard. Okay,
How's
that's a
that?
hard success. Yeah, so you start running, you bash him out of the way, and he kind of just tumbles to the ground.
Would an extreme be better?
An extreme would potentially hurt them if you want to.
Oh
hurt
no, we don't want to hurt them. No.
Okay, so it's kind of like on the ground, winded, not getting up for a bit. Well, not getting up for a few seconds. Astrid, I would like you to do roll me a dodge, please. Okay. You are unable to dodge through it, and they're going to try and grapple you with a fighting brawl to kind of like just get you down. Oh, and no, they don't. So they try to grab you, but you dodge, and you're like, but you're still facing each other. You didn't find a way past, and he's just give up.
Run!
Stay there. We got it. Fine. Okay. It's their turn. Thorn's gone. Aethelfrith has smashed through and going. Susanna, you've got 2 guards. They've got their spears down, shields up, and they're telling you, right, surrender. That is what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
With Astrid, another guard is going to try and grab and jump and take you down to restrain you. You know what? I should really just do this. Okay, 1 sec. Let me just look that up. Okay. No, he misses. It's not enough.
I'm just trying to stay like panicky.
Yeah.
Like I'm
you're too
dodging,
quick.
but I'm
You're
dodging because I'm worried.
There's 2 of
Don't
them
hurt me.
in front of you.
There's a fire.
So they're kind of like, they want to kind of restrain you, but you're panicking. So they're not sure if you're trying to escape or escape the fire. It's kind of confusing for them. They're trying to calm you down. They're like, seriously, we can help you. Just calm down. Just calm. One of them is going to try and run after Aethelfrith.
He's going,
With
fire! Fire! Like, I don't even think she tried to knock that guard out of the way.
yeah.
She just hip checked him.
At this one guard, she kind of just belts so quick, and she's going to try and tackle you.
Good luck.
She successfully does the tackle. You
Mhm.
can dodge.
Sure.
Because you're going to try and dodge. So roll a dodge to see if you can. Okay. They succeed. Because it's well, a greater success,
Well,
I guess.
If I
Although,
spent 3 luck.
if you spend 3 luck, then you would be greater and you would win it.
Yeah, heck yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
So they try and
Imagine
jump.
she just kind of bounces off.
It's like, I got her. Bang! It just bounces off. Bloody hell. And, get back up and you start running. Okay.
Fire! Fire!
Thorn's gone. They lost sight of Thorn ages ago. She's gone. She had an extreme success. She's just out. Sana, you've got 2 guards in front of you, spears shown, shields up, are telling you to surrender and basically get on your knees. What do you do?
Sana is gonna step forward and with the toe of her boot draw a line in the dirt in front of her and says, either of you cross that line, you're not going home today. And I'd like to intimidate them.
Go ahead. It's going to be hard because you are unarmed and they are armed. It might actually even be extreme.
Don't say that,
We'll
Tom. That's a success.
But it's not enough.
Can I push it to try and get...
You can try and push it, but if you fail, they're charging.
I mean, I'm cool with that. I'm cool to Boromir this.
And you can't Boromir this, you boy!
Okay, so you say that, and they take a step forward, but then you give them a look. That look, you know the look. And then they pause hesitantly, and they look at each other, and they're just standing their ground. They're not approaching, but they're standing their ground. Astrid, what would you like to do? Would you like to dodge and escape again?
Yeah. I think she's used to not being restrained, and she's like, she can't do what she needs to do, locked in a cell or whatever, and she's failed one. She thinks she's failed potentially one seal. That's 2 seals down. If there's another about to go, it's just like, I'm not doing a good job. So she just wants to go to. She's not used to being in villages. She's used to being in the countryside. So, like, she's going to run for some bushes or some trees and just, if she can, she's going to keep dodging.
Okay. Do it. Roll a dodge.
Ducking and diving.
Okay. Roll a dodge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Success.
That's a success. All right. Let's see if you can beat their fighting brawl. You do beat their fighting brawl. So they kind of go, oh, come on, we just want to and they try and grab you, and you duck, sweave under, and you get behind them, and you look for like the nearest bush or anything like that, and you start making and they go, oh, bloody hell, and they start trying to chase after you. At this point, the captain has come out, and he's got another 2 guards on either side. He sees the chaos before him. The fire's out in the jail cell, and they've come out as well. And he kind of looks around. He draws his sword. He's like, enough! Find them or kill them. I don't care. Just bring them back. And the guards kind of nod, and they start. So an extra person has come after you, Astrid. So that's 3 on you. The 2 others have come around Sursana with their blade, spear out, looking. And Aethelfrith, you've got an extra person running out, so you got 2 after you this time. Okay. Bloody hell. Right. We'll do Aethelfrith first. Roll a dex if you are running.
Oh yeah. She's running. She has no other idea of what to do, Sursana. It's like, yeah.
Okay.
I'm running to that warehouse. I gotta find that food. I gotta fix the seal from being broken. Gotta stop the feast. So you run,
and because you had a head start, you run. They run. They stop, and you kind of head into like an alleyway, just to kind of back, to stop. Head into the alley, and what the bloody hell did she?
She's got great game for lifting all those dough trays,
Yeah, the calves are like this as well. And she'll be in the market. Come on. And you see them run into the market. You've lost them. Astrid, you've got 3 running after you, and you're running towards a bush. Roll a dex.
I mean,
for me.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
unless you want to give up. You have
no,
heard the captain say, I want them back. Kill them if need be. It's up to you.
I mean, she's been trained her whole life to do a job, really. Okay. So I don't know. She's trying desperately to like look like she's afraid and not escaping. Like she's trying to fool them into not throwing a spear in her back. She's trying desperately to that if she gets pounced on, she's gonna, she goes.
All
She's
right.
not gonna fight them.
Roll me a dex.
She understands death. She's seen enough.
Yeah.
So it's
Just
not
a
a
dex
dodge.
threat.
I'm rolling. It's a dex.
They haven't
that's that
reached you yet. You're in full sprint now. You're just kind of trying to get away.
Yeah. This is like, she feels a bit life and death right now. Like.
Okay. Unfortunately, they catch up. They've caught up to you. So you've reached the bush, and you were kind of like going to jump into the bush and kind of work your way through and try and lose them, but they've caught up with you, and they've got their spears down, and they stop. Don't move. Just come back with us, and you won't get hurt. Just come back with us.
I'm gonna turn around. Please, look. I don't want to be locked in a cell. I don't want to be put on fire. There's something bad happening, and I don't think your captain either knows about it, or if he does, he's working on the wrong side. There's bad stuff gonna happen, I think, at the feast. Like, I don't know if the food is poisoned. I don't know if the master's doing bad things in his house on his own. That sounded weird. I just think... Yeah, just don't hurt me. I don't want to be hurt, but I don't want to fight you. I need to help.
Okay.
And I can't help if I'm in a cell.
Okay. Roll me a persuade. They're listening, or, you know what, or a fast talk.
I mean, I
I'll be
think
hard.
they're both basically the same.
Because if they're basically the same, we'll stick with the persuade one.
Wait, I can't even read anymore. Persuade was 15. Where's fast talk? Under F.
It's on the left.
Fast talk is
column.
5. Let's not even try.
Okay.
unless a miracle happens.
You can tell they're listening to you, but they have their orders, and they kind of take one step forward. Look, I can't promise we won't put you in the cell. At least, not a cell that's on fire. But you're gonna have to come back with us, please.
Okay. Just check on the food and check that the master's not dead. I have a horrible feeling he is. Or is opening a seal. Check for seals. Look for seals anywhere. Don't break them. Oh,
I'll
damn it.
I'll tell the captain.
I had
We'll see what we
one
can do.
job. I'm kind of miserably march back.
At
Having
the second you
failed.
start miserably marching back, you can tell that the three of them ease up. They raise their spears. They're a lot calmer. These are guards. These aren't soldiers. These are guards. They don't want to kill anyone. They really don't. But, you know, if needs be, and they kind of escort you back. Susanna, you have got 2 in front of you and 2 behind you, and they are telling you to kind of like surrender.
She's going to make a big distraction so Aethelfrith and Thorn and Astrid can get away. So she starts throwing elbows. I'm going to Pound Town with these
Okay,
motherfuckers.
so you're gonna try and hit him. You're gonna try and charge, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, roll. Okay, you are charging someone with a spear, so they will get an attack first.
Yep, that's fair.
Okay.
Don't die, Susie. Don't make me redo
We
the
just
overlays.
got engaged. Aethelfrith will never forgive you.
Okay.
She's doing this
This was a
for
tragic
Aethelfrith.
love affair that could not last.
Aethelfrith's fine.
Hang on, one sec.
She's gone.
Okay. That is
It's gonna be
a
Aethelfrith,
success.
Thorn, and Victor
You can try
trying
and
to figure
dodge
stuff
if you
out.
want to. You can try and
Yeah,
dodge.
'cause I don't have my shield, so let's try and dodge. Good job, I didn't put any points in dodge, huh? I fail. Oh, I fail.
Okay.
I'm gonna get stabbed.
You take 4 points of damage as one of them kind of, as you charge, they don't expect you to charge because they think you're done, and they kind of raise thing and hit with the kind of like the staff end and hits you side. The other one's going to take another attack on. Is going to take an attack on you because you're charging 2. That will hit. You can
Okay, I'm gonna try and dodge that.
as well.
Fail.
Okay, that fails.
Yield, darling, yield.
That's another 4 points of damage.
Puh. Fine.
As another spear kind of hits, the blunt end. They're really not trying to kill you. They are really just trying to restrain you. Do a fight and brawl. You've reached one of them. Fight and brawl it.
Extreme success.
You know what? Unless they
KO.
get an extreme dodge, they're done. Yeah, you knock one out instantaneously. You come up and you just bang, and they just go out. They're out like a light in just one hit. It's down. They hit the floor, out. The 2 behind you are going to attack. You've just assaulted one of theirs, so they're not holding back anymore.
Yeah, I'm stood like Muhammad Ali over the body with blood coming out my mouth.
1 sec. I'll roll with advantage.
Oh, good.
You
There
using
you
one
go,
off
that'll
your
hit.
screen, Tom?
Yeah. Went off my screen,
Roger,
please.
Roger.
That's an additional 5.
So that brings
Damage.
me to 0.
Okay. So at that point, as you start running forward and you knock that guy out, you're just about to run and you just feel something sharp and it's through your shoulder and it's like and comes back through and you pause for a moment and blood just starts pouring out and you drop to your knee and you kind of just drop to the floor.
Do I see this? 'Cause I'm
It
gonna
was
start running
0,
towards
right?
her.
It wasn't minus
0.
1.
Yes.
It
No,
was
no,
0.
it's 0. Yeah, exactly 0.
And you, and so when you went to your knees with the blood, you feel a sharp pang on the back of your head as they come with a shield and just knock you straight out. Astrid, you see
I'm going to
this.
really quickly interrupt Tom. Chaos Chorus just hit our Bane, so someone's going to lose 1d6 of sanity. If we can hit 40 retweets before the end of the show, we are giving away a copy of the Call of Cthulhu Dark Ages PDF. So if you haven't hit that button, please do.
Is it random or do I get to choose?
You can choose.
You know what? It was random. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aethelfrith, you get the sense. You get the sense in the Force that something awful has just happened. So you lose a 1d6 of sanity.
Just turn.
Oh,
Susanna.
yeah. Astrid, what would you like to do? There's guards all around Susanna, and there are guards that are near you, and they go, bloody hell.
I mean, I think if I saw her being attacked and then get stabbed, I would be like, no, and I'd just start running towards her because,
Okay.
yeah, my other job is to help heal people. And I failed that too because I ran and I'm just like, no, it's all going very wrong. Oh.
You start running, and the guards turn, and they're going to block you from getting to her. Are you going to try and force your way through? What are you going to try and do?
Don't kill her, let me help her. She's just very feisty. She just got engaged. Please. She's gonna bleed out.
They kind of. Oh, you know what? Roll me.
I'm ripping at some more of my shirt. I'm gonna end up with a lovely crop top. But I'm
It's gonna be
ripping
amazing
to try and make some.
Roll me a persuade. Roll me a persuade.
Oh God!
But
I'm
I'll
so
give you
unpersuasive.
advantage. I'll be kind. I'll give you advantage. I'll give you advantage. Go on.
Oh yes! Can it be that I start to say that and they're not convinced and I rip my shirt and then they're convinced?
Absolutely.
In like
Absolutely.
complete sort of like old Star Wars style, like suddenly
Yeah.
she's not wearing it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
stupid. It's so not appropriate for the age, but I just thought that would be brilliant.
You run.
You're so
and
desperate to
go,
heal.
Get back,
You're willing
back,
to sacrifice
and you just
your
go
modesty.
like that, revealing.
I show my ankles. What?
Your stomach, and they look and they kind of blush. Oh, okay, yeah. and you kind of able to get past them and do
I'm just gonna apply
first
pressure.
aid. Just first aid first to stop her bleeding out because she's bleeding out at the moment. Oh yeah.
Hard success, which I can do extreme if need be. For this shot, like this,
hard success.
really,
You know
more
what?
than
Hard success. You stop the bleeding. Astrid, roll a 1d3, please.
Ooh, is that?
It's just
Can I
roll.
Here.
Yep, that's fine. Okay, so from the first stage you get to 1, Sana, but an additional 1 because of the hard success of the first aid. So you're on 2. You are still unconscious though, but you are not dying. Astrid, you're kind of like there, bandaging, and you hear footsteps and the captain, and he is very annoyed, and he turns to the guards. I want them found, and I want them brought back here. Bring this one and that one inside. We have questions. And that's where we're going to end today's episode of Call of Cthulhu.
Holy
shit!
So guess what, fam? We only have 2 episodes left this season.
No!
We're on a runaway train to Pain Town, but it seems like Roll20 was on our side today, as I have no idea how we got away with that bullshit. But we did. We broke ourselves out of jail by hook, by crook, and by strange smoke. Let's drop on down and talk to the hero of the prison break, the one and the only Astrid, who apparently is an expert at building fires, and Thorn will never ever pout about it again.
Oh boy, that was not even as much fun. It was much more fun than I even thought it was going to be. God, so much. Terrifying and wonderful all at the same time. Thank you, everyone. I've been Astrid today. That was great. Best moments, probably a proposal through sort of barred windows in a jail cell. It's like, really, this is the time. This is the time. Okay. It was just great. Just everyone involved. I would just love it. So many good moments. How are we gonna end this? I don't know. I literally typed into our chat TPK, and then a great roll was done. I was like, oh, maybe not, and then it all spirals. Anyway, wonderful. You can find me here on Twitch at Kate Madison, or on the socials at Actors at Work. I'm doing stuff and playing games and doing RPGs, and it's wonderful. So, COVID can suck it. Because I'm getting to do all of this. So, yay.
COVID can indeed suck it. I'm going to throw a screen grab over on our Discord right now in the Tentacle Tuesday channel of our little TPK journey behind the scenes. That's over there for you to all enjoy. A little bit of green room chat just for you. I would like to flag my favorite part of today's session before I hand over to the lady who did it, and that is Lady Alice's bottom lip erupting harder and harder from her face, because that is 100% how I sulk. If people don't notice me sulking, the bottom lip comes further and further out until people pay attention to it.
Well, because otherwise, how will they know?
How will they know? Exactly. What's the point of sulking if no one acknowledges the sulk? But Millie, thank you so much. We will save you. You're on the list of things to deal with now that we're free from jail.
It's fine. Just send the captain in. I'll be fine. I'll deal with him.
Oh.
Horrible man.
He is. I got really
Lady
angry.
Alice is very cross at the moment.
Angry or not, but these men trying to do their jobs. What are they thinking?
How dare? Don't they know we're in a comedy? Dickheads.
What was your favourite part of today, and where can we find you?
My favourite part was Thorn just running at guards going, "Whoa." I enjoy weaponized weirdness. Yeah, just
want that on a
it was like
t-shirt.
the weirdest, most mummery kind of illness I've seen in a while, and I enjoy that a huge amount. You can find me on the Twitters. I am not streaming at the moment because I've got some live stuff going on. But thank you so much for everybody who has been so supportive over the last week or two on Twitter and stuff. It's been a rough one, and you've all made it a lot easier. And this has really fucking helped. But yeah, I'm sure I'll be streaming at some point. I just need a couple of weeks of just doing this bullshittery and having a laugh. But apparently I'm like the DM of Baldur's Gate 3 or something, so like work. Who knows? Thanks. Hey. But you can find me over on Table Story next Monday for our Horizon Zero Dawn show, where I'm playing an old lady. And then I will be back
I'm
here again
hoping
next
they
week.
can't find you on Table Story next Monday, Malik. You're meant to be here.
I forgot. This is time has ceased to have any meaning. I am not there for the next 2 weeks. I'm doing the last 2 episodes of our Game of Thrones show, The Crownlands, and I'm getting to bring Tala back. And I've been so excited about this for ages, and I can't believe it's actually here. Hence forgetting. So yeah, I'm here 2 days in a row for 2 weeks.
Speaking of 2 days in a row, 2 weeks, 2 guns, 2 shots, 2 kills, Lady Sana, Sasana, Susanna Grace.
Look, I have a brand. I gotta live up to it. And when you see your moment for the Boromir, like, I'll take the arrows. You guys get out of here. I will have my heroic stand. You gotta take it. My favorite moment today was 100% Victor coming to the guard station, seeing it on fire, seeing the guards outside, seeing us chuckle fucks running around like headless chickens and just going, no, pub, and leaving. It was perfect because I would do the same thing IRL. But yeah, and also very happy that my proposal was accepted. And that I'm gonna probably if I don't die, have a lovely wife. But that remains to be seen. But as for me, I'm Susie, otherwise known as Susanna Grace. I'm a variety streamer. I do video games, I do art streams, I do tabletop RPGs. You'll find me on Thursday on Follow Black Cats at 3 p.m. Eastern for After the Fire, which is a Song of Ice and Fire Sword Chronicle game, which is the sister campaign to the Crownlands on a Monday, which I am also in as Westeros' best mother, Lady Allegra Dorsey. So tune in for that.
Love it so much.
False
Something else I
advertising.
love.
Rude. I'm a great mother, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible sister, great mum.
Oh yeah, you've been great. You've been great.
Let's dive along someone who is always great and possibly troubled by the Boromiring spirit of Sasana. Aethelfrith, how do you feel, Aethelfrith? This is going to be your Maury interview. My knight fiance charged at death, still alive, but
Yes.
will we be together afterwards?
Well, we'll still be together. We just have to have a talk about daring heroics. The fact that I am indeed quite capable with my rolling pin and just me bulk. Favorite moments was also Victor. Victor just being like, nah, let's get a drink. We can deal with this tomorrow, which I don't think we're going to be able to deal with it tomorrow. I think it's going to come to a head way before then. But you're welcome for not calling you out and getting you drug into jail in this shenanigans with us. Other favorite moment was I loved the jail proposal. It was just so great. Because it was like, I'm proposing. I was gonna propose, but so yes! And just don't Boromir it. We have to have our wedding, and it's going to be fucking magical, and it's costing a lot, so we have to have it. You can find me online at LaughLoveLindy, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc. I play and GM a lot of tabletop RPGs. On a usual week, you can find me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday on my channel, but it's 2020, so there's not a lot of regular weeks. However, we do have our once-a-month Aliens campaign this Saturday at, I believe, 9 Eastern, so check that out because it's just as harebrained and terrifying as, well, just as harebrained as this game, but like 10 times more terrifying. So, check it out.
I feel like I should remind Susie that just because you're from Yorkshire, you are not Sean Bean.
You don't need to Sean Bean it.
Queen of Dawn, not Queen of Sean. But I want to hand over to the most competent member of our party, the only person who may survive this adventure, have any profit, success, and longevity, the one, the only Victor, played by Wild the Engineer.
Yes. So I am very sorry for banning the party. Victor, on the other hand, is enjoying waxing poetic about raisins and honey and wine with the priest. Oh, I so enjoyed all those extremes y'all somehow managed to get. My lord. Anyways,
It isn't being oblivious fun.
It really is, yes. Oh, and it's not my fault that I couldn't hear what was going on. The priest was just so adamant about this wine. So y'all can catch me here on Tuesdays. I don't have much else going on, but oh wait, actually next week on Thursday, I don't know if it's announced yet, but I will be back here on Encounter Roleplay for some what should be some fun shenanigans with some RP.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You can talk about that. That's not a secret.
Okay, yeah. So I'll be playing in a game of Arium. So we're currently world building right now and figuring out exactly how this game is going to go. So yeah, see you all back here on Thursday.
Yeah, that will be Thursday, 3 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Tom, how many grey hairs did we give you this week?
Plot.
I have to say, before we forget though, your introduction was beautiful. I'm here for audiobook Tom.
Yeah.
I actually did do a Dragon Age audiobook that's on YouTube if you want to listen to it. I did actually do one.
Yes.
But,
We'll put a link to that over in our Discord.
I'll link it somewhere. But yeah. I mean, forget the plot. It doesn't matter as long as everyone's having fun. But Victor's right. You went from 1 to 100 very fucking quickly. But hey, that's the great thing about role-playing games. You can choose to do that. That's the whole point. It's all about choice and consequence and stuff. And I think next week's got a lot of potential because half the party is obviously still... Well, yeah. Half the party is still, in captivity, but the other half literally is out there and they can do things and little things and stuff like that. So I'm interested to see where they decide to come on what to do. No matter what happens, my plot in my head is still ongoing, continuing. So things do happen in the background, even if the players don't actually see it. So that will continue. But yeah, we'll see what they get up to next week. Very close to Sasana dying. Very close, because if you go to -1, you are dead. But yeah, can't wait till next week. For myself, you can find me on Twitter, HotFlakes. You can also check me out on Follow Black Cats on Thursdays for After the Fire, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. GMT. And you can check me out on Discord and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm normally around doing things.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of people who are always around doing stuff and things, here at Encounter Roleplay, we run Monday to Friday. We have a packed week this week, next week, and the week after as we finish out this season. Tonight we are uploading some extra good stuff on YouTube. If you've been watching on YouTube, thank you so much for staying with us through the outros and making it this far. Let's get a hashtag for Victor as the true hero, so I know that you've made it this far. And thank you so much, Chaos Chorus, for being with us. We are going to go and raid Jay Britton, who is playing some games and is always a wonderful person to go and say hi to. Send him our love. And that is it for us until tomorrow. See you at... What time is it tomorrow? Wednesday. 3. Because we are playing some Terra RPG for One Shot Wednesday. So long. Farewell. Take care, friends. Goodbye.